That air conditioner sound like it's on its last legs.
Mhm. It's a big one, so it don't pause. It's a big one, so it don't really matter.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's doing a whole. No, it's just doing this one right here. You
What's good?
connected
What's
to another
good?
one or something?
My dog, what's the deal?
Trap,
King, what up, baby? Glasses, what
man.
up?
Trying to
Shit, hot
feel
out
like you
here.
today.
What you mean, cool?
Yeah,
Yes,
you look
sir.
like you in a good mood.
Yeah, I guess so. You could say that. You could say that. You know, I lost a burrito yesterday, but you could say that though.
Yes, you
You know,
did. Yes, you did.
it's all good.
Burrito worth it.
It's all good. Game 7.
You had them stressing. The burrito
I
is worth
did.
the stress.
Once I seen that boy go down, I knew it was over with, man. Yeah, you know what's crazy though?
Yeah.
I thought it was just his calf though. He ended up getting the same shit that KD got. Remember when
Yeah.
KD had the strained calf muscle that turned into
Yeah.
the Achilles.
Yeah. It all works together.
Yeah,
It all
yeah.
works together.
It's
Um,
strained.
but that's not why they lost. They didn't lose because of Halliburton. They
If
lost because
Halliburton was
of
there, they'd have won.
nah, no chance.
Yeah.
Um, they really looked a lot better than they should have because of Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle is such a great coach, man.
Mhm.
Such a great coach. He made them look a lot better than they were. Like you really watch a coaching masterpiece in the finals. You know what I mean? He still coached his ass off, man. He got busy.
I wish they would have went to the remember that clip I sent y'all the clip. They showed the was it game 7 against Dallas with Miami? But they were showing how like he ain't play zone all the whole shit. Then he went and then once game 7 came, he went into a 2-3 zone and locked Braun down crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
thought he was
they
gonna.
figured it out. He's always thinking and figuring out what exactly is the next thing to do. Like he's a really
Mm-hmm.
good coach. Rick Carlisle is amazing. Um, like he's underrated. Shout out to Daddy O. Daddy O
You okay,
say
big guy?
Holly was 3 or 4 from three. He was gonna hit 10. That ain't how it work. That is not how it work.
I need that 11 more from Halliburton to win my ticket, man. He had 9 in the first. I thought I was good.
Yeah.
Hey, how y'all think that game turned off if Halliburton don't get hurt?
They lose again. They lose still. Maybe a little closer.
I think they win.
You think they win, Trap?
I think they win.
I'm
Uh,
with glasses though. I think they still lose, but I think it'd be way closer. I think it'd be a closer game now. I think they probably
At
still
least a
lose.
more high scoring game because
Probably
they would
wasn't
have
gonna be
pushed
high
them.
scoring no matter what. Like they was letting them play. They wasn't
mm-hmm.
calling fouls and shit. It had to
Yeah,
be like
So if he would have scored
dramatic
more,
fouls.
OKC would have scored more.
I think that
Hmm.
I think it might have been slightly higher scoring game, slightly, but it was never going to be a high scoring game. Though you could tell that the way, like G said, the way the referees was calling fouls, which they wasn't calling fouls, and it's a game 7. I don't think none of them dudes was ready to let up on defense. They was
Yeah.
going to play defense
And
as
honestly,
possible.
you got a much better Pacers team in the first half because they all was shooting the ball. Daddy O said, "How does it not work that way? It's a game 7 with the most clutch player this year because the game is 48 minutes and not the last 47 to 48 minutes. So the 46 minutes was going to be really tough. So even in the last 2 minutes, it just wasn't going to be the same story. The truth is, the OKC just got better personnel. The difference is the Pacers got the better coach.
I feel like if I hate to say this because I don't want to, I'm a coach, so I don't want to disrespect any coaches. But OKC coach damn near was a detriment to them in that series. Like I feel like if he coached half as good as Rick, they probably win that game. They would probably win that series in 6,
Yeah.
probably in 6. Because Rick Carlisle, I left this series having a whole new respect for the Pacers.
Man, and
But
Rick Carlisle. Ooh,
Rick Carlisle, bro. Hey, we got to put some respect on this man's name.
yeah,
Like Rick
I
Carlisle
mean,
can coach his ass off, bro.
yeah.
if you ain't have it before that though, you got to think because Rick Carlisle was the Pistons coach before Larry Brown got there. He put that whole situation together in the Pistons, but Larry Brown ended up winning the chip though.
You know what?
I
I forget
mean,
about that.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
He goes to
yeah.
Dallas.
Yeah, I forget. But he was
Then
kind
he
of
went to
like
Dallas.
the Mark. What's my man name?
Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
together first. And
Mhm.
then,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true, Trap. But
Yeah.
I think sometimes we forget about how good a coach Rick Carlisle is, man. And
Yeah, he's a good
that dude
coach.
really, like G is right, man. OKC had the better personnel, but Rick Carlisle was just
Man.
coaching circles around
Woo.
Dagginoff.
Yeah. And Dagginoff is young, you know what I mean? He figuring it out. But you know one thing too, Coach, that it made me think, shout out to Natasha. She said she's been following, watching since the community and back on Fig. Much love. Welcome to the lunch table. No Sellers Live. It made me have a different respect for Phil Jackson and Chase Winners. Like, it made me realize, like, Michael Jordan, this is gonna sound crazy, but Michael Jordan is overrated. And it's not that, and again, if we rate him just simply the greatest shooting guard ever, then it wouldn't really be much of an argument. But we really made it like this team won because of how good he was as a player, versus he was a really great player in this unbelievable system that fit him. You know what I mean? And it only hit me watching SGA struggle. Like, watch it, like you was able to see the defenses that Carlisle was running on SGA. They had him, you know, imagine coach you coaching this, and it's somebody that's really a mid-range assassin. Like, this dude is probably the greatest mid-range shooter we saw since Kobe or Jordan. You know what I mean? He's a really good mid-range shooter. But you make him start 6 feet, you know, beyond the 3-point arc. You know what I'm saying? And then it's 9 seconds left on the clock. Like, that's Rick Carlisle creating a defense that makes it really hard. And man, like the triangle offense for Kobe and Michael Jordan is crazy. You know what I mean? They like Kobe developed his game to fit the triangle more and more. You know what I mean? But you could take somebody like Carmelo who couldn't make his game fit the triangle. But Michael Jordan obviously is the greatest in it. You know what I mean? But man, that triangle offense made a lot of them wins look crazy.
I'm gonna be
Space.
honest. Go ahead, Trap. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying the space of the triangle offense makes it.
I
You
think
got the
that
right.
we also gotta not take anything from Rick Carlisle, but we also gotta talk about Nimhart. I think the familiarity with him and uh and Shea Gildress has something to play in, have played in that also. As you could tell when you watching Shea get into his bag, Nimhart know everything that's coming. Like, he's taking the perfect reaches, that spin move. He know where the ball hang out low at. He know everything. So not only did Rick Carlisle coach a perfect game, but he put the right player. Because I don't know if y'all remember in the Knicks series, uh, Naismith was guarding Brunson, and you would think Naismith is their best defender, but they put Nimhart on there because I think Nimhart, he probably went up to coach and said, I know a lot of his moves. I know a lot of his stuff he got. Throw me on him. And you watch it. I'm watching them play. And I'm like, this is somebody who know this guy game. Like, he understand his game. And now I think we got to think about that too. But I'm with G on some of that shit. You know, I think G been in rare form the last couple of days for some of his not crazy shit. We talking about basketball right now, but I don't know if
I mean, I get
Jordan
the
overrated.
harshness.
I think that was kind of.
What's funny is
That's crazy.
Kobe's underrated and Jordan's overrated. But again, it's not the same.
You think Kobe's underrated?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
I
Jordan's
think
overrated.
Kobe's underrated,
But it's not.
How's Kobe underrated?
I know it sounds like a slight to their
but
game.
not
I'm
Jordan overrated though.
but I'm not slighting Jordan's game. Like, even if it sounds that way. Like, you would think that Jordan came in the NBA and it was just a different thing versus him always being able to be the greatest version of himself the whole time. But the way that offense kept him in position to score the ball, you could see how hard it was for Shea to even get into certain places. You know what I mean? So I'm not talking like Jordan's game is great. Don't get me wrong. It's the greatest shooting guard we ever seen. There's nobody better in mid-range. He's probably right there as the greatest defensive player at his position. Don't get me wrong, he is amazing. But I think when you see that with the triangle versus without the triangle, that's what you saw yesterday. Like, think about Jordan like we old enough to remember Jordan pre-triangle.
Yeah, he was a beast. He was a beast.
Yeah,
All the triangle did, all the
beast.
triangle did was help him know how to win. That nigga was dropping crazy. He was dropping more points before the triangle than he did with the triangle. He was more dominant of a player. He just learned how to win with the triangle. That's it.
The triangle put him in position to win.
No,
You
Triangle
know
let
what
him
I'm
get his
saying?
players his teammates into the game. Before
No,
that,
it's
Yeah,
Jordan
Triangle
was
more for his players than for
yeah, before his
not even that.
teammates.
It's not even that. You got to understand why Jordan would be losing. It wasn't because he was able to make every shot. He was able to make every shot. Guess what? They would win every game. But it's also the fact you can't deny the position and to put him in the best position for him to score.
I mean, him winning more games has something to do with Pippen also. Like it's not like
Yeah, we argue that all the time.
I'm just saying it's not like Pippen.
But I'm saying you could put Carmelo, who's a great offensive player, in a triangle, and it doesn't work.
So let me ask you a question: do you
You ain't
think
got the same
Triangle-
team though. Go
It's
ahead,
not
go
the
ahead,
team.
coach.
It's
Go ahead, coach.
he's not. That's just not his game. Jordan or Kobe's game, where he shoots the ball, is not his game.
Do you give more credit for the Bulls starting to win championships to the Triangle or
Yeah.
to Pippen?
Well, I think that's the point. Again, it all goes into how great the Bulls team was. That feels like it was nothing. You know what I mean? Like again, Michael Jordan was the greatest shooting guard in the NBA. You know what I mean? Before the triangle. But most people wouldn't have gave him credit without him winning 6 championships.
I'm just saying, if you take the Triangle away and you still have Pippen, I'm not saying you win as many championships, but I still think you do get some championships with him and Pippen together. Even with say Westfall, Westfall was a coach before.
Yeah.
Okay, say he still stayed there, and we don't get when they get Pippen, we don't get what's the coach name? The greatest of all time.
Phil Jackson?
Phil Jackson, yeah. They don't get Phil Jackson.
Probably looks like OKC.
But they win some championships, don't they?
Maybe 1 or 2, like OKC.
Okay. I'm just saying because I think maybe Pippen might have been a little more important than him getting the triangle. I think if you take Pippen away, bring the triangle, he might not win none. Any championship.
I don't know. Maybe. You know what I mean? I guess we can't see it with OKC. Shit, maybe he does win the championship. But I don't think him winning 1 championship would be the way that we saw it. I mean, but I think he already was the greatest shooting guard before he won. But everybody defines him by winning championships. And watching them, I could see why they'll struggle to win 6 championships, even though they
ring culture.
Even though they have the personnel. I mean, that's part of the game.
Who OKC?
That's part of the game.
I gotta listen to Brian, man.
Shout out to Nick. Rob and the reason Sonics lost to the Bulls in '96 finals. Yeah, everybody don't know that. No Sailors Law, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time, Digital Soapbox. Click the thumbs up button. We also broadcasting live on the No Sailors Pod YouTube page. Make sure y'all subscribe to that. Go check out all the content. There's some really good content going on right there. It's all coming together. We do this stream to support the No Sailors Podcast. Click the thumbs up button on YouTube real quick. I don't care which YouTube you're on. Just click the thumbs up button, drop a comment, all that old fly shit. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. If you're on Facebook, share this post. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings Podcast. Dropping a new episode tomorrow. If you look in the link below on YouTube, either link, there's a link to the last one, Conversation on Father's Day. It was a really great conversation, but we had an amazing conversation yesterday. Conversations on how much marketing matters 3, and it was really important. And it made me want to start a marketing podcast, man. I swear to God, because I think people I'm around have so much to offer when it comes to helping people tell the story of their product or their brand and just understanding it. But we dropping a new episode tomorrow. I'll be in New York signing some deals, all that old shit. But again, you can listen to the No Ceilings Podcast on iHeart Podcast, Apple Podcast, those apps, or anywhere you get your podcast from. No Ceilings Podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. And we're going to get this thing started. But congratulations to SGA. Probably one of the greatest 25 seasons any NBA player ever had. Already, in the top 10 greatest point guards of all time already.
He a point guard?
Yeah, he's a point guard. And that's
He ain't no point
what I'm
guard.
saying. That's another thing.
He ain't no point
Him
guard.
at the point guard position, and they playing him at the 1.
So you thought about it then? You said top
He's
10.
not no point. He's not no
No,
point
I'm
guard.
gonna hold that for
Okay.
our content.
All right. I
Instead
got
of
you.
giving away
You
too
even
much.
brought this crazy shit up.
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I ain't about to speak
Yeah, I
on
got
it.
you.
He's not no point guard.
I was thinking we should film it next Sunday.
Yeah, I'm good.
We'll film it next Sunday when I come back. We'll make it Sunday.
Sound good.
But man, I again watching that made me have a different respect for Phil Jackson, Tex Winters, the triangle offense. And and it made me respect Rick Carlisle completely different. Squishy is something that Trap has got going on, I think.
What happened?
And it's an
Sam?
echo. It's an echo.
Let me see what's going on. I'll be back.
All right. Is it an echo now, Squish? Thanks to Squish, Joey Westside, Fats, anybody moderating. We finna really take this thing over the top. I'm making my business to take this thing over the top, even though I wasn't as interested, but I'm definitely gonna take this thing over the top. So yeah, it is Trap. Did you see the shit with Diddy? They said his defense team said they wasn't gonna call no witnesses.
Damn.
Not why.
Yeah, I don't know.
For what?
They didn't really
Damn.
explain their strategy, but I was like, damn, they were saying that
That's a bad strategy.
they was gonna present their case in like it looks like 2 or 3 days.
You think they just? You think they waving a white flag?
I don't believe so, but I don't know.
How it sound now?
Okay, ask
It's echo.
Squish to be the one to know.
Swish, is that echo swish?
Squish to be able to tell you. So
It's an echo?
I don't know. I have no idea. Y'all can hear it back there.
Said silent.
No, I can hear the echo.
They said no echo.
Okay, cool. So, long story short, with Diddy, shout out to Name Brand. Shout out to everybody at the lunch table. Nick, Squish, Revenge. What's up to all the homies that been helping me build this community? You feel me? We gonna definitely keep building it up. Everybody helping me build this community. Don, Joey, No Cuz, everybody. I appreciate y'all, man. No Cuz said, now I heard it again. What the fuck? Name Brand said, why is Kanye so invested? Is he
I ain't on them tapes. He on them videos somewhere. Kanye said, "What y'all looking at?
Man.
Which video y'all looking at?"
I don't know what's up with Kanye, man. Queen Lady Act, what's the deal? Thank you for pulling up to say hello. So yeah, they said they wasn't gonna bring any witnesses, King.
That's crazy.
They wasn't gonna present people for their case.
And
Puff is not taking a stand.
So Puff isn't taking the stand.
No.
Do y'all think anything could have came good from Puff taking the stand?
You always look funny when the person that's on trial don't take the stand. I don't know why, but
I don't think
know.
he could have hurt himself.
But he would have to admit to some wrongs though. If he got on that stand, he would have had to admit, like, they would have brought up the Cassie incident.
Like, so admit that he beat her up.
Yeah, he gonna have to say it out loud.
Well, yeah, we all know he beat her up.
I know, man, but it just sounds weird. It sounds different coming out of his mouth.
I think he need to give a different perspective of how it was going on, at least.
Oh yeah, you trying to get him up under the jail. What he gonna say? Well, she was talking shit. So
I'm not talking about the beat down. I'm just talking about in general. Some of the shit they said was going down. I think they have only one perspective.
But I don't know if perspective is gonna change it.
Let's just be honest about the situation.
Can't hurt it, given another perspective.
Puffy has lost. Like, it's a. I mean, I hate
he
to
lost
say
everything.
Man, I think he's about to be guilty on all charges. Man.
What they say that made
I don't think
Rico
it's right,
case.
but he is, man.
What they say that made the Rico case?
It's tricky, right? Because okay, so a real Rico case, the spirit of a Rico charge is more. It's supposed to be. It was created to take down the mafia boss because they couldn't convict him on crimes. So they logged together crimes that people did from an organization at the behest of the person controlling the organization.
Okay.
So the way we see a RICO is we're looking at the spirit of it, right? The inception, meant to take down somebody that's a threat to society, that's running a business, making money off of the business. That's the spirit. That's not the letter. That's not what's written down. What's written down is a person that's involved, that's funding enterprise where crime is happening for any level of gain. It doesn't have to be economics. So in theory, they proved a RICO by the letter of the law. So it comes down to the jury to be like, that's not what that's for. Because the jury should say, that's not what that's for.
So, Bo, you said the letter to the law, what they prove?
The letter of the law says, okay, that they were buying drugs at his behest, that they were giving drugs out at his behest, that he was trafficking based off the letter, not the spirit, right? Which is taking somebody somewhere or if you pay somebody for sex, that's actually trafficking based on the letter. You got
I got a burrito who's gonna win.
I'll take it.
covered.
Who you asking? Both of us?
Covered.
Yeah, I'll take.
Because you look dead in my face when you said it. You me?
Covered.
Yeah, both of you guys.
All right, yeah.
Covered.
Okay. Yes.
Covered.
Please.
But I hope you're right. This will be my favorite burrito I've ever paid out. This would be my favorite bet I ever lost.
I don't think they proved the RICO.
Hope not.
I'll take this, bro. I'm about to.
Hope not.
Don't trip.
I hope the jury
Don't
is
trip.
smart enough to say, you know what?
Pause.
Yes, I
You
get
get
what you guys
Rise's
are saying,
burrito,
but that's not what that
Coach.
is. You know, in a perfect world trap, that's how it would go.
You know what
They
burrito
would
that
say-
is?
They would say,
You know
that's not what that is.
It's a
The
fact.
Mexican store.
In a perfect world, the jury would be like, y'all getting out of control with that RICO.
Well, I'm looking at it differently. I'm thinking in their perfect world,
Cover,
they
Manny.
would think, you know, the RICO will go through, but the world isn't perfect right now. So I think some crazy shit about to go down. I don't think they proved it.
I hope you're right. I hope he gets his correct punishment in every sense of the word. I hope it's fair. I hope they give him, you know, his normal time for whatever crimes.
Coach, when he walks away, you're gonna say you're the greatest historian legally. Okay, Coach, I want you to say that on the show.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, when he walks, when he beats the RICO.
Man, we betting a burrito on this. I ain't giving you no extra words. If
I
you
bet he
win,
gets
I'll
some
take you
extra
to the
words.
truck and I'll
I'll
buy
give
you
you
a
some
burrito,
extra
bro.
You
words.
better call me and get pulled over when he walks.
Yeah, no extra words. Here,
Shit.
burrito. Here you
That's
go.
what you better
Here you go,
do.
brother.
So you said that his defense team ain't calling no witnesses to the stands at all. They about to close. They about to close the whole case.
They just gave up.
He's gonna
It's
get
still
a
sounding like
closing
that?
argument. He's gonna try to beat it in the closing argument.
It's still sounding with the echo.
Closing argument. That's going. This shit ain't. Hey, what's that movie with Samuel L. Jackson?
Oh, you talking about
Who the joke guy?
When they was like, close your eyes. Yeah.
he was like, yes, he ready. Yes, I hope he dies. I hope he burns in hell.
Exactly. This
That's
ain't
my
that
movie.
close. It's gonna have to be that type of closing argument.
Thank you, Swish. All right.
What you think, Trap?
I mean, I'm always gonna go with bet on black though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with. I'm saying that.
Can we get some non-political answer and shit?
No, I said I'm betting on black. B, I'm betting on Puff gonna get what's name found not guilty.
But you say you always go bet on black, so that's a
Always.
little biased.
Puff getting 30 years plus, man. I hate to say
Funny is
that.
it come with life, and usually federals come with mandatory.
That's gonna be life for Puff. 30 years. That's gonna be life.
I
for
hope
him.
not. I want to lose. I want to lose this bet to Manny and to King.
There's somebody else that's riding with me.
Hey, boy, Manny. Manny.
He just said it now.
Yep, he said glasses covered.
Good looking, Manny. Good looking.
I mean, hey, let's just be clear because I just want to know. I don't want nobody trying to get no bets from me. Is Manny just taking G on this bet?
Just took me.
Okay, cool.
But if Manny bets you, you know it's a bet.
Oh yeah.
Because Manny is my partner, so he gonna pay his bet.
Okay. I hope Don is like that too.
Don for sure said he was gonna pay you his bet.
I just hope Don's like that.
Manny
too.
know.
What that was on the series?
Yeah.
We gonna get a lot of people riding with Diddy like that.
Coach,
man.
Manny says it's a good bet, Coach.
Oh,
okay.
Shout out to EB, my legend, one of my oldest friends and relatives, one of the first people that believed in me in the music business. He at the lunch table. What's up, EB? Eric A. Bennett. Y'all show some love to my people. If you want to buy some property,
what's happening?
Talk to EB. What's up, G? Back to basketball. Regarding the value of the triangle, it's why Jim Buss screwed up when they called no D'Antoni and didn't call Phil Jackson when they had KB, Powell, Nash, and Dwight in 2012, which would have been KB's action at 6 facts. I agree. And that's the problem. Like, when I'm saying Michael Jordan's overrated, I get it. That
man, that just hurts when you say.
I know,
that.
but I don't mean it the way I don't mean it the way you guys are thinking. Like I know
don't know no other way to accept it.
Well, because there's a real part of how people rate him and his abilities. They don't rate him as the greatest shooting guard, like his ability to score the ball from his position the best, or he's the best defender at his position for the most part. It might be one or two people that's close, but he's one of those guys. So they hear that they're not rating him that way. They're rating him. His game is so fantastic. He won 6 championships. That's where I'm saying it might be a little overrated. Like you have to really take into account that triangle offense, and you can see what games look like without it. Like a great a offensive player that's like Michael Jordan. Maybe not the theatrics.
I got a question.
Maybe not the theatrics of flying through the air, but like his game is modeled after Jordan. It's a mid-range threat. He played like an old man already, and he's probably like, what are you like, 26?
So every team that ran the triangle won a championship?
No, it's only certain people, but that's why Kobe won 5. That's why Jordan won 6. They tried it with other players who are not the best at their position too. You know what I mean? That are not the best at shooting those shots. Again, Jordan is the best at shooting from his floor spacing. So when we say a 2, that's a floor spacing. Michael Jordan is the
So it was
greatest
like
shot
a
from that
marriage
floor
made in
spacing.
heaven then.
Yes. Yeah. But a lot of people don't give credence to the wife of that marriage. If Jordan's the husband, they don't give credence to the triangle.
So you think if Durant was in the triangle, he'll succeed? Because he's a great mid-range shooter.
Yeah, he'd probably be. I mean, I don't know if he'd be able to defend at the 2, but he'd be nasty as shit in the triangle.
No, he would not be able to defend at the 2.
Yeah, he couldn't defend. I mean, prime Durant?
Nah, not at the 2.
You think his feet too small?
I just think he's a little too.
But he'll be good on the offensive side.
Oh, that offensive side.
Oh man, in a triangle?
Awesome. Yeah, awesome.
Shout out to KD who just got traded to Houston. Bro, if MA could get him to buy into defending, that team probably ends up in the finals.
Well, Houston?
Yeah, but again, getting somebody, was it year 17, 18?
They gave up 2 starters for him.
Yeah, but they have people ready to fill into those positions. They still kept the bulk of their really good defense. I do think you lose a vocal leader or a attitude leader in what's your boy?
Jalen Green?
No.
The other one?
Dylan. He's a
Dylan
attitude and vocal leader. Like he's an old school kind of.
But Durant isn't.
Yeah, but I don't think you need that with MA. I think if MA could get Durant to play defense, 36-year-old Durant to play defense, to buy into the defense, and then if he puts him in the front court to score, because MA offense kind of do be a little funny. But if he can get KD to buy into defense, they're gonna be tough to beat next year.
Coach, question: is Durant overrated?
No.
Yeah, he rated fairly.
No, Durant's not overrated. Because I don't think anybody look at Durant like top, like a top 5 player in the NBA or anything. Like
I don't know. A lot of people do look at him like that.
Ever.
I've never heard anybody say he's like
Trap.
5 ever.
Nah, Durant not
They
overrated.
look at him like a great scorer, one of the best scorers of all time.
I think KD is rated properly.
They already talk about he a Hall of Famer and everything.
He's
a first ballot Hall of
he's a Hall
Famer.
of
If he
Famer.
never played again.
See the way he say
That's
that?
not overrated though. Like
that's correct.
He is a Hall of Famer.
First ballot.
He chased rings and shit.
Everybody chased rings in the
he's a Hall of Famer though. Like,
first ballot.
So we not holding chasing rings against nobody.
He was a first ballot Hall of
No.
Famer if he never won a championship.
Nah.
I always thought
Chris
that.
Paul the Hall of Famer.
First
Chris
ballot.
Paul, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Chris Paul the Hall of Famer. Then without no rings, KD didn't have to win the ring to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
What's funny is, to be honest, Chris Paul's career is underrated too.
We're gonna talk about that.
We're
gonna talk about that. We're
yeah.
gonna talk about that.
Coach,
We're gonna
time
talk
out.
about that.
Who drafted KD? I'm done.
Supersonics.
Thunder.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, the Thunder.
I'm done. We ushered them into this league. We birthed him.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, he's saying Washington. He's saying Washington. He's saying
You
Washington.
think if y'all didn't draft him, nobody.
Hey, easy.
So,
No,
you know what's so crazy?
Having a championship.
I thought this was the Supersonics. I thought it was the Seattle franchise first time winning the chip. It's their second chip they won. The second chip they won.
79.
It was a man from Compton. One of the
Gus
greatest
Williams.
point guards
Gus
to ever play.
Williams
the game.
and
White
Dennis
boy
Johnson. And Dennis Johnson.
Sure, all them names.
You know,
But it was a guy
I don't know
from
who you
Compton.
talking about. Didn't he go to Boston and
It's
win
a guy.
one?
He won 2 in Boston too.
Okay.
G secretly a Boston fan. That's why.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
he
not
is.
a
He's
Celtics
secretly a
He
fan.
Boston
is.
fan.
I have
He
respect for all
Boston
Dennis
fan.
Johnson, Bird. He like all this.
I have
Yeah.
respect for everybody that challenged us as
You know?
Showtime Lakers.
Oh, that challenge
Respect
is.
shouldn't turn into
Wasn't
love
that
all the time.
everybody in the
No,
league?
don't turn for
He
a
loves
question.
these guys.
Respect, admiration.
Oh, you
You
talking about
love
the
DJ.
Oh, so there's certain teams that
He
didn't
do love
respect the
DJ.
Lakers. Oh, is that what you're saying?
No, I have a high respect for
That
Dennis
nigga love
Johnson.
DJ. He got probably
because
got posted in his
Sonics didn't
room with
respect
DJ.
the Lakers.
DJ
I
next to
agree
Bird.
with you. You know,
Right over his Magic
they wasn't
Johnson
scared of the Lakers.
poster.
Who did they
Why
beat?
you
Who did
say
they beat that year?
GP too? Even though he didn't win no chip, why you didn't say something about him?
GP is in my top 10. Well, look, we got a whole top 7 at 7 that focuses on some basketball sports stuff. We worry about that then. We ain't gonna fuck with that.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. But before we change the subject, I just want to say this: Phil Jackson overrated. But go ahead, go do what you're doing.
Thank you
Do what you do.
for saying something as ridiculous as that.
You know, yo, what to change? Yeah, we can change that.
Crazy.
Yeah, thank you for
Crazy.
saying something
This nigga
ridiculous.
hella crazy.
Yeah,
This Michael Jordan overrated shit got to stop, dude. You got to stop the Michael Jordan overrated shit. That shit's
That's
crazy.
crazy shit.
The
that Michael
crazy
Jordan
is,
overrated.
I think okay, maybe then both guys are overrated.
Who, Magic
neither
Johnson and
guy-
Michael Jordan? What you saying?
No, Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan.
You know who's overrated? Spoelstra from Miami.
Oh no, now you tripping.
I can understand why you
No.
say that. I'm
Yeah.
not. But I don't know where he's really rated at. I don't think
That's what I'm
people would
saying.
name Spoelstra.
Phil
So that's what I'm saying.
Eric Spoelstra's not under. Not
He's
Nah.
overrated.
Like, what do y'all think they rate him at? Like, y'all
That's
think
what I'm
They
saying. Where
they
is he
rate
rated at?
they rate him under Riley's nuts.
what is happening right now?
Riley.
Like, what's going on, King?
They say it's Riley that put that
What
team
happened with
together.
King and
Nah, because you know I won't say he overrated though, because he did it with
Who?
he did it with Braun. He did it with Braun and them, and then he did it again with
Didn't
your
do it
boy.
again.
No. I mean, not winning chip though, but he got there though. He got there.
Yeah, but with
With
Riley
Jimmy Butler?
driving the car.
Yeah, with Jimmy.
Yeah, it's Showtime.
Eric Spoelstra to me is kind of
Riley's
like
driving.
a poor man's Larry Brown. I feel like he could take bad ingredients and make a decent meal with it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not true.
Yeah,
A
that's
poor
not-
man
Nah.
Larry Brown.
Nah.
It's right, not true. So you
see,
think?
you're shitting on Larry Brown now.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
crazy.
saying.
Yeah, that's
Because he's been making poor
Larry
man
Brown-
Larry
Larry
Brown.
Brown
Yeah,
is-
you shitting on
Larry
Larry
Brown is
Brown
the best coach
now.
in the NBA to me.
Don't
The
do
ever
that
coach
to
in the
Larry
NBA
Brown.
me. I said poor man. Y'all act like I said he right on par with Larry Brown. That's not. What
Hey,
that
you
means.
act like he was better
That's not
than
what that
Larry
means.
Brown.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what poor man mean.
Sorry, guys. Sound like Carmen. Sorry,
But
guys.
then again, this nigga don't eat mac and cheese and shit, so I forget.
Yo, cornbread
Yeah,
too.
you
You
know.
know, bring that
All
up.
right, why
Yeah.
He don't eat cornbread either.
Yeah, so what he say don't matter when it comes to shit like this. You know, blackball.
I would ignore that.
Hey,
coach.
blackball, it
Yeah.
don't count.
Do y'all see?
He like burritos. He like burritos. That's what he
Hey,
Oh,
like.
he like burritos.
Hey, y'all see how?
Let's talk soccer then, Cole.
Yes, y'all know y'all soccer. Yes, talk soccer. Y'all see how this sound, right? Y'all see how this look? This look like grade A bullying.
Oh wow!
Nah.
A lot of colors.
What the
Look-
fuck?
And I'm not a part of it.
This nigga jumped out the car fast when I was
it look
ready.
like grade A
Out the
bullying.
whip, head first.
Yeah, real fast.
Through the window while I was moving. That was crazy.
You know,
Yeah, I'm interested in Diddy's thing. It's scary when they said that. I was like, but I don't know if it's more like, do they not have a strategy, or am I looking for the entertainment? And I don't like that about being a human, that I think I should be entertained by somebody else's livelihood. So I hope the best for Diddy, man. I don't quite know.
what they setting up for is, in the
Better
end,
feel.
there's always a Hail Mary shot in the end, and it's gonna be ineffective a counsel in the very end if he's found guilty. So they setting up,
Ineffective counsel.
yeah, by him not. They're gonna say by him not bringing no, witnesses and all that stuff onto trial. Then Diddy go end up saying it's an ineffective counsel. This is what the Hail Mary is in the end after that. They got to make a mistake somewhere.
So okay. So Trap, moving to this Jim Jones Nas thing. I still don't feel like Jim Jones is dissing Nas.
You wouldn't. Like, if he didn't call Nas a bitch, that's the only reason why.
No, let's prefix, because context matters. Let's
Yeah, can you
prefix
tell me the
how it
story,
happened.
please?
There was a kid on this podcast. I'm not quite familiar with the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
but he was saying how he grew up to Jim Jones's music
Mm-hmm.
and not Nas's music,
Okay.
and how he had Jim Jones over Nas. Mind you, he's 22. He's from
Mhm.
Jersey, right? He's going to parties, he's going to clubs. That's his thing,
Mhm.
right? He talked about it, and he had a whole debate, and he was talking about how he knew Nas's music from the video games, but he actually was living his life to Jim Jones' music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, that was weird, because I grew up watching Nas. So that's kind of not fair, because I'm not somebody that's 22. I'm 45. I saw Nas. I saw it happening. So I'm going to have a different perspective, but I'm thinking somebody at 22 years old, this kid's starting this conversation. So Jim Jones goes to sit. Now that launches this big conversation about, Nas and Jim Jones. It's not a huge conversation, because we all know that Nas has had a greater and more illustrious career than Jim Jones.
Wait a minute, hold up now. Oh no, I'm just playing.
Okay.
No, I
So-
couldn't say that.
So then what happened, King? Fat Joe goes to
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe
That
and
nigga's in the
Jadakiss.
middle of all kind of bullshit lately.
Fat
Oh,
Joe
man.
and Jadakiss have a podcast. Jim Jones goes to their podcast. And he starts to, Fat Joe ask him about it. And he starts to make his case. How people took some of the things, I thought they took them incorrectly versus him saying his contributions and how people are frowning on
What
him.
Jim Jones say? What that mental health nigga say?
Jim Jones was saying specifically like, the little homie, I understand what he's saying. I've been putting in work. I got a platinum album. I got a gold album. I got platinum singles. I got gold singles. He said, and I've been getting better, as time went on. He said, I looked up to Nas like everybody else. He said, but this dude is talking about this time
Okay,
period.
I can understand that to a
And
degree.
there were things he said that people got offended by, right? One of the things he said, like, my son don't really know about Nas.
Well, that I mean, that could be
And if it's a
offensive.
kid that's under 22, which it's not, somebody 19 probably don't quite.
Yeah, it's not offensive.
Well,
That's
if your
just facts.
dad
That's
is,
just facts.
a hip hop
it's more
artist and shit,
I agree.
yeah,
it's more of a slight to Jim
come on
Jones
now, yeah,
without you educating your kid
for
on
real.
Nas,
You
know
supposed
what
to
I
be
mean?
great and platinum records, then he should know the great motherfuckers in the
Yeah,
industry.
you supposed to be playing your son
stop
Nas.
that bullshit.
So I don't think that's a slight
Yeah.
on his kid as much as it's a slight on Jim Jones.
That's what I'm saying. The mental health nigga, he's tripping.
Oh boy,
Get in the car and it's like
What's
Nas.
King.
And so this has been going
He
on.
listened to Nas, he said. Grew up
Yeah.
on Nas. My parents let me listen to what they listened to.
I feel you.
So he Jim Jones was just pleading his case, and that created another conversation. And me and Trap was talking about it where people felt he was disrespecting Nas. And I'm like, no, he's saying, and I think people were saying because he said, go check the numbers. I don't think
he said go check the numbers?
Yes, but I don't think he said it in a way to insinuate he had sold more records or charted better than Nas.
I don't know, man, because he did backtrack after they got
on Shannon joint. On Shannon joint, he went back.
Yeah, he did start backtracking. Like I might have misspoke when I said that.
Oh, he definitely
maybe
misspoke.
Did. So maybe he did, but I didn't believe that initially. I don't think I hope Jim Jones don't think he performed better on Billboard than Nas over this time. Nas is, me and Trap looked at it, it's like he has 70 single entries. You feel me? 70 plus single entries. Jim Jones has 25. Album entries, Nas has, I think it was like 25 to 12.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Even if Nas didn't have all that, just the persona of Nas's attitude, the way he carry himself, is gonna make him. Go ahead.
Killer Kev, dog. He did not say he had more platinum and gold albums than Nas.
No, he did. Oh, he did.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
Never said I have more platinum.
No. He said I have platinum albums. I have
gold
platinum
albums.
Singles. I have platinum, nothing like that, gold like that.
Yeah, and then people took that as if to say, because there's no way possible Jim Jones thought he had more gold and platinum singles than Nas.
I don't know.
Here we go.
Weird ass shit sometimes.
Here we go.
I don't know what.
So now I think now he had another conversation with Shannon Sharp, and then he was talking about and he was talking about he could outwork Shannon Sharp in the gym.
Oh my God!
Hey, Shannon Sharp and Jim Jones was always going to be a hot mess.
Shay.
Yeah, them dudes.
Shay.
Like,
Shay.
Knew that shit was going to go off the scales. Like,
and so it's like.
I'll fuck with Shay.
And he's pretty much said, I'm not stronger than you. You're way bigger than me. He said, but if it's a workout routine, I will outwork you in the gym.
That nigga got like a bear belly.
Man, come on, that sounds ridiculous.
He's a mental health case.
I'm saying NFL athlete.
So then he doubled back
57.
Today. So he doubled back yesterday and he said that he was doing this. This is the new way of marketing.
Oh, he said this. He said it.
Okay, he's being real then.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay, right. I know he said it.
On his page.
Right. Cool.
Which I think that's not necessarily. I mean, it might be his intentions initially. I think he kind of looked at it, was like, I could wrap this up this way by saying this.
Yes, I think that's what happened. I think somebody talked to him there, bro.
You said that was his apology?
No, or he could be really. He is smart. He is smart.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Somebody talked to him after the fact, dude. Somebody seen what's going on here. Maybe his publicist or somebody said, we got to wrap this up in this little tiny boat right here. You don't think so, Trap?
No, I think that I called that from the jump though. I said, Joe, he's trying to crack into the algorithm though, B. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to crack into the algorithm. That's what he did. That's definitely what he did.
He said, if you 40 and you arguing about the post I'm going on, you're the problem. Like blah blah blah. So I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I think as an MC, it's okay if Jim Jones thinks Nas is not better than him today.
Okay.
But see, no. Hold on. When you say as an MC, then that would be him saying that Nas can't rap better than me. Then you know what I'm saying.
I think it's okay for him to say that today if that's his thought.
I agree with that.
Now, I'm not saying obviously it's not. It may sound what it sounds like, but it's not crazy for him to say. Rappers, it's okay if a rapper feels that way. Most rappers, I'm different. I'm like, I could tell you who better than me. I'll be like,
Deal with reality.
But I don't know if it's reality versus some people really feel like they got a raw deal.
What, you think Jim Jones think he got a raw deal?
I mean, Jim Jones did all this independent. People didn't really believe in Jim Jones. I'll give him that too.
So I wouldn't think he got a raw deal. Then if he did all this independent, that nigga should be really feeling good.
Yeah, but I think he feels good, but I don't think he thinks people see him in the correct light as they should.
That's why I say go back to his
But it wouldn't be on the skill level though, B. It gotta be on like, yo, y'all see I worked hard to get where I'm at right now. I got this, I accomplished this, I accomplished this. But I don't rap better than Nas though, but I did do this, this. He could say it like that. You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with him? Even if he did think he rap better than Nas, which it's up to the public.
Today, it could be, it may be. I don't listen to enough Jim Jones to know, but I've heard some stuff, and I don't know, how far they are apart. Today.
He just may be appealing to these people today, young people, and that's.
I don't know, because Jim has gotten better. You know what I mean? I don't quite know.
Better.
Jim Jones got way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
What from me, my moms and Jimmy talking about the Confession of Fire joint? Like that was terrible. All right, so now
I'm talking about from when he put out Ball and he's.
I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it, B. I'm not even gonna say it. Fuck that. His ghostwriters might have got better. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he got better. That's it right there.
Go ahead, Trap.
I thought you wasn't gonna say it.
Go ahead, Trap.
I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because we know he ain't right balling. We know that was Max. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we've been demonetized.
I'm gonna go on and let you have that.
Max said that.
We lost all our money on that one, Trap.
But all I'm saying is, what's wrong with him thinking that he's a better rapper? He's a rapper. Like, if he's not supposed to think what's wrong with him thinking he's the best? I mean, I think that, the public watching could say like, all right, well, nah, man, it's a little, you not better than Nas. But what's wrong with him saying it? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Because sometimes when somebody says something, sometimes it's just like, dude, that's a lie. Like, you looking foolish for even saying this shit.
I can understand if he wasn't an established hip hop, like if he wasn't a real rapper, like if he did, like if he was somebody who we didn't have these platinum plaques and these gold albums on this kind of stuff, and he said it, then you could be like, man, but it ain't like Jim Jones suck.
But gold rapper,
everybody been talking about how good his last 5-6 projects.
No, he got good albums, B. Yeah. He do good albums. I ain't gonna. El Chapo was fire. El
good singles.
Chapo was fire.
Blow up.
Yeah, his last, what's his name, was fire. On the Church of Steps was fire. Like he putting out solid albums.
Be hearing people's whole album. Shit.
Shout out to Clip. He said now his records may be more catchy to a certain audience, but rapping wise, it's not close. But rapping is decided by Rap Records. Like, I don't know. Like, you're not going to rate the guy at 7-Eleven that got bars the same place you rate Jay-Z, because Jay-Z has Rap Records. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This ain't my thing right here.
And I don't think us saying this is defending the fact that I don't think we're saying that we think
nobody.
I don't think nobody.
I don't think Jim thinks that
Nas is better.
But I understand his ploy of it. Made me recognize his contributions.
Oh, after he told everybody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I had to go look.
After he told, well, he did his job.
25 Billboard entries on singles.
Yeah, I agree with that.
12
he got everybody to go do that thing.
Yeah, I think he did his job. I think Jim's right. I think I did. I was like, man, there's a gap there.
He got you on
I thought the gap was actually bigger, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what I guess I was telling Trap. I never realized how much Jim Jones accomplished.
Independent too.
And I saw it. I saw him up close and personal when he did Certified Gangsters and watched that go on. It becomes Game's first hit and his own first hit. And thinking like, damn, this song is tight. I like this dude. This damn, it's not just Cam and Jewels. This dude he ain't bad. This is a cool little song.
I agree.
This motherfucker hard. And then watching Ballin' happen and him starting to people starting to put more respect on him as an album maker and MC. And I was like, damn, I watched it happen, but I never kind of dialed in to see what he had accomplished. But by the time I got to like when I looked it up when they said that, I didn't hear it like he thought his career he had as many Billboard entries as not. I didn't hear it that way.
Yeah.
I heard him say check the Billboard entries, and I was like, okay, I didn't think he thought to himself, and it could be because I'm studying. There's no way he thought to himself in my mind that he had as many Billboard entries as Nas. Nas been in the game roughly a whole 10 years before he started and was successful in the first 10 too.
Is Jim Jones about as good as Kevin Gates?
Better than Kevin Gates.
Better?
Kevin Gates is cool though, but
I mean,
then Jim is
I
reach.
get the
Then Jim is
comparison.
reach.
But again, that's a whole
Yeah, I get
somebody
it
else
too
with
though.
10 years. That's somebody else with 10 years in front of that.
Oh, okay.
Like, but I noticed I've been.
I actually think Kevin Gates really dope though.
Yeah,
I like Kevin Gates.
Like I kind of compare him to, you know, like on the same type of shit. To me,
I mean, we was talking about it the other day. We were saying that Jim Jones is probably a top 50 New York rapper.
Oh no, for sure. I think. Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Top
What's that?
50?
What's shit
See,
for?
yeah, Kevin Gates is better than Jim Jones.
I don't.
Wow.
I don't hate that take, man. I feel like I don't know. I don't dislike that. I mean, for my taste, you know, I probably listen to Kevin Gates before I listen to Jim Jones. Even though I like Jim Jones, I don't dislike Jim Jones, but I think I just like Kevin Gates a little better.
I don't really listen to either one of them enough to judge it.
I can see that too.
I listen to Kevin
I don't
Gates.
listen to him that much. You said what, Trey?
I listen to Kevin Gates, but I don't put him up with Jim.
I
No.
only listen to the big records from Gates. Like I only listen to the big records from Jim.
Okay.
I don't know. I think at this age, a lot more going to me listening to people's music now, man. I think I care about. I think I care too much about what they're doing outside of music now. I think I'm serious, man.
That's the whole world, though. That's the whole world, though, right now.
So tough. Like, ease up, Jim. Ease up, Kevin. You gotta be the toughest dudes on the planet.
Jim.
Oh damn. Y'all see Jim almost went sideways though. That him
with Shannon, right? Yeah.
You seen that? He almost went a little too far with
Shay
that.
got it. Uncle Shannon got to squabble somebody. I
agree.
Every
That
time
nigga almost
I
said
agree
call-
with that shit.
You almost called him Shay Shay.
No.
Yeah,
Hey,
Shay
Shay
gotta
do gotta
squabble
get down
Yeah,
with somebody.
all the
What's
high
up?
power shit, Shay screaming and shit. And
Man.
you got to show me, dog.
Don't
And
you-
you a big old nigga, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I'll squabble you down, bro. Like I wouldn't even.
Whoa, hold up.
Like because that wouldn't be the energy I'd be taking
What's
from
happening
him.
right
Don't
now?
get me wrong. I think he could grab me and all that, but that ain't. You don't give a squabble a nigga down kind of vibe.
Bro, he big. He
I have
ain't
to
big
agree
as
with
you.
you.
He is. Shannon Sharp is huge. That nigga
He's not a big.
6'6",
That
220.
nigga is not 6'6". Shannon Sharp is like 6'2".
No,
You're way
he's
taller.
bigger than
Shannon
that.
Sharp is
You're
bigger
taller
than
than
that.
Shannon Sharp, bro. Shannon
Really?
Sharp like 6'2".
You only
2.
6'2"? You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
A
Look
tight
it up.
end?
Look it up.
They got a clip.
It
And
is
Shannon
really
got
made
it.
like they used to be. They
Nigga, I might,
bigger
hey,
now.
you might
They
make me
taller
step
now.
in the ring and start talking
Shannon
shit
Sharp
about
is
Shay
not that
Shay.
tall.
Shannon got in the
He
got in the
only
ring with Bud. You ain't see when he got in the ring with Bud and was sparring with Bud.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, I'm about to talk shit too.
Yeah,
then.
Shannon Sharp
No,
is
no,
like
no.
6'2",
I ain't talking shit to Shannon
250
Sharp.
or something like that. Nigga, he ain't about to grab a G or nothing like that, man.
I'm good already. I think I'm good already till a nigga weighing about 300.
Then Shannon Sharp is in his mid-50s, man. Like, what is he?
No, okay,
You gotta
okay.
stop talking, fighting.
Yeah,
you gotta
but
stop
he,
fighting,
yeah,
talking
you gotta
crazy
squabble
so much.
somebody. Like eventually, you just gotta squabble somebody, bro.
That
Like,
nigga gonna look like a big-ass Charleston White out there.
you can't keep gas. At least he won.
Nigga, the nigga fought an island boy. Nigga, like,
I know, but I like his little 1-2s. I ain't gonna.
Who?
I saw
I
the
didn't
one
see that
too.
Charleston
Y'all see that?
fight. I didn't see the fight. I gotta see the video.
I like it.
He
You
fought
can
an
tell
island
he
boy?
like his life.
Yeah, you
Who,
could.
Charleston?
You could tell.
Yeah, and he was kind of more disciplined about how he threw the. Charleston be on some bullshit all the time. I don't fuck with none of his content at all because I think it's disingenuous.
I
Like, I
catch
know him
some
a
of
little bit
his
better.
shit.
But that fight, I saw parts of that fight, and I was like, that wasn't bad. Like he throwing them 1-2s. I was like, he was throwing some straight rights. He never went into winging punches. That says a lot.
That
to
is
me.
true. I agree with
That
everything
But
he's
look
saying.
who he was fighting.
But I will say
Still,
this: that
yeah.
island boy need to go unalive himself because that dude is damn near double your age, and he got one eye, and you just let him work you.
I know.
Like the island boy look like he ain't never like, bro.
No, he
like
never been in a fight. In his
bro,
life.
put your hands up at least, man. Like,
man,
if you
take
take a
that
second from
blind
trying to-
side. and
He
shit.
had enough rage
Nigga
to
can't
fight. He
see.
just didn't have no technique or no experience.
I ain't see that. I ain't know they fought.
Like I read a comment where somebody said this dude made Charleston White look like Mayweather. That's crazy.
He did
Wow.
look way
Like, why did he
better.
look so much better then?
Oh, let me see
bro?
this shit.
Like, you and your, I would imagine the Island Boy got to be what in his mid-20s, 30, early 30s or something like
Shout
that.
out to Tree. He said, wait, so we got no respect for hooks? I'm just saying, most people who fight in the streets, they don't throw hooks. They wing punches. It be straight. That's not a hook. Your arm straight and you just throwing that punch wide. That's not really a hook.
Gee.
That's how most people fight.
This nigga check hooked him one time.
I saw
That's what threw me off. I said, you let Charleston White check hook you, nigga? Like, you got this nigga out here looking like Mayweather, Zab Judah. Like, come on, man. That shit was terrible. Even though I do give Charleston White a little respect because he did practice. It looked like he worked on it.
Tools like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he was throwing his jabs.
I'm with you, Kev. I ain't gonna even lie, Kev, dog. I'm with you. You see the Thug and Gunna shit?
Nah, I see you said they made up or something. What happened?
People thought they made up, but he bleeped Gunna's name out of a song, so I doubt they ever will make up. I think Thug is trying to transition into a businessman. You feel me? And trying to do business, but the man in him is gonna be really hard to mess with Gunna, dog. It's gonna be really hard for him to mess with Gunna. It's gonna take everything out of him to mess. Like, it's gonna be really tough for him to mess with Gunna.
What you mean by that?
I wouldn't mind seeing Gunna and my man get into the ring.
Who?
Gunna and Young Thug.
Lil Baby.
Nah, Lil Baby. I don't want to see Lil Baby.
Yeah,
now, you know what? Young Gunna and Lil Baby probably be a better fight than.
I think Young Thug and Lil Baby be a better one.
Yeah, I think they more in the same weight class.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't I mean, even though when Thug took his appeal or took his what's the name? His plea deal. His plea deal. He did want to want in his plea deal that he was gonna be able to work with him again. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was only for business purposes right there. He didn't want to be around him for friendship or nothing like that.
I doubt he could ever really respect him again.
I don't know. That's just confusing though.
Because he signed to somebody, right? He signed to a guy.
Okay.
This guy makes him millions of dollars. No, he signed a Thug. So Thug, he makes Thug millions of dollars.
Okay.
So like you have to be able to do business. Like, I mean, you could have just got on some gang shit like, man, y'all give me $4 million. I don't know how the contract is done, but you know, you make money, so you got to do some level of business. But I don't think he could ever respect him again for sure. Like it'll never, ever, ever happen.
So I ain't gonna front. At first, I thought like, he had to go and talk to Thug, you know what I'm saying, before he took that plea. You know what I'm saying? Only reason why is because as soon as he came home, he just started putting out music. As soon as he came home, he started putting out music, and it was like, I felt like as if Thug would have thought like, it's going on. I'm saying I need to make some type of money. I'm sitting up in jail right now. I ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? But then once I sat back and looked at it, I was like, nah, because it affects his case more than him making any money though.
Too much.
Yeah.
It could have got him life.
Yeah.
It could have got him life.
Could y'all do business with somebody y'all don't respect anymore?
Business, yeah.
Okay.
But if somebody told, probably that it'll be hard, but probably if somebody told, and like I had an artist signing me that was a snitch and he put out a record that was platinum, I probably would have to do some level of business.
I guess. So is Young Thug still making money off the stuff Gunna putting out right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. He might have him in the 360. He might make money off his shows and everything. You know what I'm saying? During that time when he signed him, he might have him in the 360 deal.
But they was cool in the beginning, so that's kind of different.
I mean, but
I wonder if they signed the contract over again is the question. Like when the contract's up, would they still fuck with each other?
Nah, they probably gonna part ways.
You know?
They probably part ways.
Young Thug, real feelings gonna start coming out when they
it's been coming out. Shit, every time you look around, he said a little something, a little bit more, a little bit more.
That's what he got to chill with though too. He got to chill with that shit before them damn.
It hurts if you somebody that carried yourself honorable and you watch people, even square people, kind of act like this dude is somebody worth revering. Even to like a person that's not in the culture, you can't stand that. Seeing somebody that's why niggas always start to tell who told, because they don't want to see that person getting credence like they're
that they solid. Yeah.
Shout out to Natasha. She said, "Glasses, what do you think about Pusha T calling out Travis Scott?" I was happy. I'm actually, I told Punch this. I'm one of the first people that drew a line in the sand when I first started understanding hip hop. I was like, okay, certain things is finna be over here. Certain things. This is before I even understood hip hop. This is just being a man. It was certain things, lines in the sand, like that person over there, that person over there, that person over there. I'm not gonna really do a lot with those people. So I respect it. Like I'm glad I'm glad we're seeing a hip hop civil war coming into effect. It's needed. It's needed.
Yeah.
They tried to manufacture this East Coast, West Coast thing, and it was like, that's not real. Like, it's way too many of us that fuck with homies over there. That's not gonna happen. Maybe they could have the um the publications could have sold it to people in the 90s because it wasn't like this, but now it's 30 years of people just doing shit with each other. So you can't make that work. But you can't make the war happen, but the real war is the hip hop civil war. That's the real war right now. It's niggas acting the part and it's niggas that is the part. And I think that's where we at. And it's funny because even before Dot and Pusha T, if you go listen to Cancel These Nuts, I had already drew the line in the sand with that album. And a lot of people probably ain't gonna give me credit. That's fine. But I know people heard the music that are dope because I know that they listen to what I do. But Cancel These Nuts, we drew the line right in the sand and told people right over there, like, yeah, we not doing none of that. Remember that track?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It comes down to the fake will be exposed, you know what I'm saying? And the whole fake buddy shit, you know what I'm saying? And trying to really that's what's more so going on with Travis and Pusha right now. And Drake played a part in that shit though too. You know what I'm saying?
I could have swore that nigga said he looked in his briefcase and it wasn't nothing but drawers and condoms.
Who said that?
I think Pusha T said he looked in
the Utopia briefcase. Yes.
In Travis Scott's suitcase, he said it was nothing but drawers and condoms.
And he's sitting around front like he carrying the album around.
Page, but that shit made me laugh.
That's funny.
Like I said, yo, now the illest shit Pusha said through the joint was, yo, man, he don't even rap. Yeah. That part right there, Glasses, that's the part you. He said he don't rap.
I've been telling Trap this too. That was another dude I pushed on the other side. Trap got mad at me. I was like, Trap,
who?
I'm telling you, that dude morally ain't on the time, and this dude ain't hip hop.
Travis?
Yeah. I've been telling Trap that now for about a year and a half. Like, I don't know about him.
So why Bun B saying what he's saying right now, though?
Because Bun B from Port Arthur, Texas, and he from Houston, Texas. I'd say the same thing about somebody from Los Angeles that I got a relationship with too.
What did Bun B say?
But Bun B didn't say he was hip hop. Bun B said he's gonna,
he's gonna respond back.
Yeah.
Is there an alternative hip hop?
It's not hip hop. It could be alternative rap.
Alternative rap.
There's only one hip hop.
Okay.
And we ain't letting these white folks classify it. It's hip hop. Everything go into hip hop. It's some subgenres, but it's hip hop or it's not. Shout out to Revenge. Travis already knew he wasn't hip hop. I told Trap that, Revenge. I fucking told Trap. I'm like, bro, he knows he's not. I could tell by how he's running his energy. He's not running it like he worried about hip hop. He running it like, I got something different. These niggas ain't on what I'm on.
So when you state he not hip hop, like, right, are you stating it for just saying like his music doesn't sound hip hop, or you stating it towards the lifestyle that he lives in hip hop?
He doesn't live the culture of hip hop, but also it's more than that, right? Because every genre of music today has some level. Hip hop, the artistic merit of it has infiltrated their particular genre, right? Like jazz is gonna have some hip hop elements now. Rock is gonna have some hip hop elements now. Country, Post Malone is gonna have some hip hop elements now. All the pop music, feel me? The drums is gonna get harder because now hip hop is infecting the world. So it's all shit. You're gonna hear everybody that grew up off of hip hop, but they also grew up off of other things, and they're going to use everything into that pot to make what they make. Shout out to Name Brand. He said he got skater surfer energy. I don't even think he has skater energy because skater is still street urban culture. I think I told Trap when we grew up, the way that everybody got into street urban culture that didn't grow up the way we grew up, it was through backpack. like Kanye, like all them niggas lying like they was backpack niggas. None of them niggas was backpack niggas. You know what I mean? Backpack was the easiest way to get into hip hop without being somebody from the street. Because if you was a backpack nigga, you got in. Today, that's through streetwear, skater shit. They kind of present themselves like a skater, and these niggas don't really have to be skaters. Niggas ain't never went and skated somewhere was wrong. They never got a citation. They never was a rule breaker. They was never none of that. They just looked at that as an easy way to galvanize people that follow our shit.
Trap looked like he
I
was a
get you.
skater growing up.
Never.
I had a skateboard.
Never.
Trap
I ain't had no skateboard. I had a basketball. I had a basketball.
That wasn't no goddamn.
I had a basketball. Fuck
Yeah,
you,
you
man.
know, 6'6" skater. That just sound ridiculous.
Crazy. I'm trying to do it.
Glasses on the
Never skateboard. Never rollerblade. Never did none of that, man. I had a
And
basketball,
I had a
man.
skateboard. I had a Santa Monica skateboard with Tonka trucks, slime ball wheels.
Yeah, this nigga's talking crazy.
Yeah,
Never skateboard. I don't know what that
wasn't
is.
a skater.
I had skates too.
Yeah, I know you had skates.
All
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you
Yo,
was
King look like a nigga has
I
all
know
gangbangers-
King like he was rollerblading. He was
all
rollerblading. King was
gangbangers in the
rollerblading.
80s could skate.
Yeah, I had skates.
King has some skates with wooden wheels.
Roller skating backwards.
Boy.
Roller skating backwards
All
and
my
stuff,
older
right,
homies,
King?
the wildest one, Shady, Moon. Them niggas could skate like figure skaters.
Yeah.
I'm talking about these is some of them niggas got
Speed skate
them
on
niggas got
wheels.
Chucks on wheels.
Yeah, speed skates on
Stacey
wheels.
Adams skates,
Yeah, nah, he
biscuit
is.
skates, and them niggas be just skating. You would look at them niggas are murder everybody and shit. Be out that motherfucker going crazy.
Bro, come on, man.
No, I never got on a skateboard.
That was King in them era of gangbanging. That was their fun thing to do was go skating.
I would go to the skating ring and play video games. I ain't never skate, bitch. Couldn't get it. I couldn't get it.
Turtle was probably is the greatest gangbanger in the history of Compton gangbanging. Like he was on the way to the skating ring. Skating ring, partner.
Nigga,
Coach just don't know, man.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, I was scared of the skating ring. I wasn't scared of people in the skating ring. I was scared of going on the skating ring, nigga, because I couldn't skate that good. And they'll run your ass over, they'll trample you and then kill you and
mad at you.
keep moving.
Be out there with the little thing that
trampling children, nigga, and just kept moving like fuck them.
Like that.
I hate
I play video games.
like going on the 405 driving the stick the first time or some shit. Nigga, like
wow. So I skate. So with you glasses, like I skated, I skateboard, also rode bikes and shit growing up.
I
rode bikes. I rode
bike.
bikes. I had a dyno. I had a dyno too. Mongoose, the dyno.
That kind
What the other joints? I had all type of bikes.
we all had transportation that wasn't a car because we was outside.
But
we had to get around.
But I agree, wasn't in the culture of it.
I went through the evolution of transportation that kids could have, first, skateboards, bikes, motorcycle, car, you just go up the evolution in the hood.
Shout out to Killer Kev, dog. He said, I'm from Walterboro, South Carolina. The only skate ring in Walterboro is still whites only in 2025.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You said on that city.
He said right
Maybe
now.
that city.
Yeah, see, we would have went
He
up there.
said because the owner put it in his will before he died to keep it white.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that shit wouldn't have went
See,
down.
like that type of dedication to racism, I can respect that.
I could respect that. I was just thinking that shit in my head.
Like,
I respect that shit.
fucking with them niggas.
I respect
Don't
that.
not
Ray.
let no niggas own my motherfucking rink.
See, in Tacoma, we would have tore that shit up. We would have heard that.
Yeah, but y'all,
You gotta remember.
y'all got that West Coast. Like,
West
like I
Coast
told you,
different.
West Coast is a bunch of unruly niggas. Like we
You
don't.
gotta remember in South Carolina, they just took the Confederate flag off the city hall, B. Like South Carolina different, man, when it comes to that racism shit, man.
Take this shit down.
Yeah.
That's why I be saying, like, it'd be a whole different mentality and shit that I don't understand. Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, it's time for the hip hop civil war. And maybe the next stream, we need to do that. We need to draw the line and figure out who's gonna be on this side, gonna be on that side.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh wow.
Because it's time.
Yeah, I'm down with the hip hop war.
It's time.
It's time.
Let's
What
do it.
okay, so what comes with the Civil War? Is it just all on wax or
Shit, it could be
Real
squabble,
life
dude.
shit.
wax.
Nigga, let's rally and shit. Nigga,
because
let's go pull
all
up
I'm
on
saying
shit.
is
Let's go pull up.
We need
on
to make
shit.
this shit real.
Let's go pull up on that skate rink, nigga, with some niggas with skates and shit. Talk about we
We
skating.
getting
talk
up
about
in
the
here at
standard.
Walterboro.
So there go. You ain't getting up in here.
You don't get
It's
that
white
shit.
only.
They be like, these only white only skate.
Boy, said, wait a minute. So
Mm.
blacks can't skate at this ring? I did.
Nope.
Be out there,
Nope.
be out in the parking lot skating and
I
shit.
ain't no
music
coon.
playing
Ain't no
and shit.
coon for me on no skate,
Shit,
boy.
man.
Ain't no coon.
Now
for
they
me
here.
on no skate.
So because
You don't want no monkeys on wheels.
some of this shit some of these niggas need to fight. Like I'm not with the gunplay and all that type of shit, but
It's all
some of
good.
y'all niggas gotta fight.
Some niggas could die too.
Oh no,
Hip hop could do that.
That
You
nigga
remember?
called out Shay Shay.
I mean,
Did
some
you
people
not
could
hear that?
get unalived. I mean, if Kanye was one of them, you know.
Let me ask
I
you a
would.
question.
I what
Glasses.
trap? What?
Are
I
you
wouldn't.
are you mad
I
that
wouldn't
He's
shit.
showing up for Diddy. He's showing up for Diddy. Ain't nobody else showing up for Diddy.
It's true.
That's solid nigga shit right there.
Shay Shay give niggas a bad platform to get off some stupid shit?
No, I don't have that thing with Shannon Sharp. I like Shannon Sharp.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's weird that he always references his grandmother or women.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Never had like no man advice.
See, that's what I'm
Shannon
saying.
Sharp,
But I love Shannon. I was a fan of Shannon Sharp when I used to watch football.
I like Shannon Sharp. I think he's funny.
I would love to sit down
Yeah,
and
me
talk
too.
to him. Whoever do his research, he's good at his job.
But Shannon Sharp do got some Madeira in his blood. Like
Definitely,
he got some Madeira up in his blood. I ain't saying he's gay,
Yeah, I doubt.
but you know,
What you saying? He bisexual?
I'm not saying to me male bisexuals are gay.
He's
That's
gay.
gay for me
He's
too.
gay.
That's what I was trying to
Bisexuals
say.
No,
okay.
okay.
But I think Shannon Sharp is a little, you know.
Saucy?
I don't think so. I'm not putting that on him.
I'm
He's just a
not-
football player. He a football player, bro.
You think he's a
Them football
cross?
niggas is weird, B. Them football niggas is weird,
moving
man.
on.
Like why are you cross dressed?
I'm trying to get Coach to get
Nah.
off
I'm
lines
not
or
saying
something.
that. I'm not
'Cause
saying
he's dodging
cross-dressed or nothing
everything over here.
All I'm saying is I think
I'm
Shannon
trying to
Sharp
get.
got a little Madeira in the system.
So
like
what you mean, Medea?
Just saying he got a little.
I'm telling you, it's the football player shit,
He
B.
tried to dance around the question. I
Nah,
wanted
hold
to
up.
say
I see
straight
what
out.
you're
what
saying.
you
Shout
think.
out to GBC Sanders, my brother Gene, definitely raised by estrogen. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, he was raised by
Just
by his
ladies.
grandma.
Could be that.
So
Could be
he's
that.
Tyler Perry.
He got a little Tyler Perry in there.
Okay.
You know, even though I'm weirded out by niggas of being all appalled that Tyler Perry got caught stealing dick. Why y'all?
People
Tyler
are
Perry out there bugging.
like it's a surprise.
What'd you say, Jared?
Tyler Perry out there. Wow,
He's
boy.
doing that.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
That's surprising niggas like
surprised.
Tyler
This
Perry.
nigga wear a dress on his whole life.
A
Yeah,
duh.
but that don't mean that that's the entertainment.
Oh,
Oh,
come
get
on,
the
bro.
fuck out of here. I'm done.
First couple,
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
leaving.
understand, but
Hey,
Madeira
I'm gone,
67,
Trap. I may
Madeira
never get
60
back on here
a
on
billion
that one.
bucks in. Yeah, I don't know, man. You might could take off the red
So
bottoms.
you think everybody who entertains wearing a dress that's a man is gay?
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think they all gay. I just think that.
Tell me one that wears a dress that's not gay.
Martin Lawrence.
Oh, that nigga's gay.
Kevin Hart.
I don't care if he married. That nigga on the DL.
Jesus.
Kevin Hart won one.
I say that.
That boy
straight
King
up.
chose violence today. Like, I don't know. He woke up on the.
I'll tell him in his face he's soft and gay.
How you want to do that? Hey,
If he asks me, I'll tell
you
him
gonna be
that.
mad,
The
Martin?
nigga put a dress
Hey,
on and
Martin
shit.
used
Not
to
Marty Marr. Not Marty Marr.
What about
Yeah.
Roddy Piper?
That's a kill.
That was culture. That was culture right there.
Hey, y'all,
No,
hey,
that's a
yeah,
kill.
we ain't gonna talk bad
Kill?
about Roddy
Yeah,
Roddy
that's
Piper.
a kill. Yeah,
We ain't
thank
talking
you.
about
That was his
That's a
culture.
kill.
Not
That's
getting
a
off.
kill.
So it's an
Like,
Irish
that's a
dress. It's
kill.
cool.
Like, we ain't talking bad
That's a
about Roddy.
kill.
So if it's an Irish dress,
I wouldn't wear it.
but you don't think they're gay.
Who?
The Irish people that wear dresses.
Okay, now you gonna really put me out there. I'll say it
Because
right
you
now.
started.
No, I'll say this right now. Okay.
Say
And
Roddy
I'll stand
Piper.
up on this.
Roddy Piper.
No, I think all white motherfuckers is gay.
Oh shit! All right, man.
It's
It's
in
been
them.
real.
It's in them.
All righty then.
It's been
Yeah, I'll
real.
say that.
So
No ceilings live.
King might be on the side. Like, I mean, I don't think they all gay,
It's in them. Everyone, it's in them.
but
It just takes certain things to bring it out.
Damn.
King, this might be some of the.
I see Aryan nations get on black niggas' dicks inside the joint.
You saw that?
Man, come on, man. I'm telling you, I
was
seen shit
watching it?
niggas don't want to even hear about.
You was watching it as it was happening?
Nah, but I see shit
So I
that
got
happen.
front
Walk
row
on
seats.
shit.
Front row seats. They scrapping for front row seats.
You know?
Oh,
Shit.
no.
I walked into the shower one time when I first came in. The motherfucker was fucking some white boy in the corner of the shower. Like,
Shout
what
out
the
to
fuck?
GBC Sanders. King just got us blacklisted today. Yes, he did.
Oh, we did? Oh, my bad.
Did you walk out when you saw that?
No, I kept showering.
What?
Nah, man, I don't know if showering that important that day.
Shit, being a man in prison is more
I might
important.
have
That's
to
their
make a
business.
U-turn.
I mind mine.
Y'all finish that up. I'm going ahead and go.
Then,
back to
then they gonna
myself.
prey on you.
Yeah.
They gonna see you soft and prey on you.
This was fun while it lasted.
What's happening right now?
Definitely fun while it lasted. No
And you-
ceilings live, the lunch hour.
I'm sorry. Hey, Tuesdays, Thursday at night.
Not this
Gonna
week.
change the
Not
format.
this week. Not this week.
Not this week.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Fuck King. No Ceilings live at lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, right here at noon Pacific Standard Time on Digital Soapbox. Click that thumbs up button. It don't matter which YouTube page you on. Make sure you follow that YouTube page, No Ceilings Pod. We finna start dumping a bunch of dope content there. Start checking it out. If you don't know Ceilings podcast page, please follow that. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast, dropping a fresh episode tomorrow. Conversations on how much marketing matters. Chapter 3. I like these right here. So we got these things going. It's available to listen to on iHeart Podcast app, Apple Podcast app, or anywhere you get your podcast from. No Ceilings Podcast.
You go give him a sneak template of it, like.
Yeah, No Ceilings Podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart.
Hey, Trap, I'm about to move up to New York, man, because we gotta change these seating arrangements back here. Because King is saying all these stories, looking me dead in my eyes and shit. Nigga, then saying crazy shit to me too, like, hey, King really think
hey,
I'm a buster?
Oh, Trap,
King,
that's my road dog over here, Trap.
Dead in my face, talking about, and then take advantage of you.
That's my partner in crime. Hey, Coach just don't know he my partner in crime.
Shout out to G. Sanders.
Changing these seats, man.
He said, when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad silenced Malcolm, now I understand. The Fat said we need to get to 60 likes. So we're going to hold on.
How many we got?
47, Fat said.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah, make these, get these up, man, because...
Give another story, King. Go ahead.
I was raised in NOI in federal prison.
Were you?
Yeah, in federal prison, I was raised in NOI. You know?
You ain't got no gay NOI stories, do you?
Oh, nah, we don't play those games.
All right.
I almost took off.
I
almost took off on you when you said that.
Hey, look, see, King really wants to smoke with me.
Talking about NOI.
He think y'all like an entertaining pair.
We are. He was an entertaining pair.
I'm actually glad you're getting this. So you start trying to turn me into it. And you and King could do that crazy shit.
No, you the reason. You the man with the reason and shit. You supposed to keep us grounded and shit.
Hey, Keith,
when it gets too far.
You can't.
I'll be out there next month. Boy, I'm gonna sit out when I get out there next month. I need my seat, man.
Crazy shit.
I'm gonna sit like right there behind you.
All type of crazy nigga. First of all, the nigga called me with all crazy shit yesterday. He gave me a migraine.
Who did? Glasses.
All his basketball takes. We ain't gonna talk about it, but all his basketball takes yesterday was just. It's like that nigga went to sleep and woke up and was like, I got some crazy shit to say. Get off my chest. And I felt like I was the nigga who.
This is what we were disagreeing about.
What up?
I said the best position KD could have put himself in to win was Houston.
I think it was San Antonio.
Says Miami. You said San Antonio. I explained to Coach why Coach been mad, saying how easy it is going to win a championship.
Why? Tell me.
I didn't say how easy it was to be. Okay, so Trap, let me ask you a question. You think, because this is the number one, this is the crazy. He said about 4 or 5 crazy things yesterday, but this was the craziest.
Okay.
So do you think the West or the East is harder to get out of?
It might have became the East now, though.
The West.
See, nope. Hey, now the Trap, you on the crazy train with glasses.
The West.
It might have became the East now.
When Halliburton just got put, everybody in the West, torn Achilles.
Oh no. We going with the net though, yeah. But you got the Knicks, you got Indiana.
I think you're conflating.
Wait a minute, you got Indiana with no Halliburton next year. I think Indiana. You still got Indiana up in there.
Yeah, but I ain't
even thinking about that though. I'm just thinking about team wise.
So you got Indiana. Halliburtonless Indiana is not as good as a Denver Nugget.
It's not,
yo, bro.
It's not
TJ starting might be a different thing though, B.
It is.
What I was telling Coach was
this nigga said the West is the West and the East are
hold on, I want to hear what the argument is.
It's not. I'm telling you what it is.
I'm telling you the argument is the team he would have with Miami to do it versus the team.
Oh, okay. We talk about Durant being on the team in one of these leagues.
And this nigga, he went to a team. This is how bad the West was. He went to a team that won the second most games.
Durant going to Miami would have a harder time.
King, why are you talking about basketball? You don't know. You don't watch it. So what he?
I've been watching before you was a seed in your dad's ball.
No, you did. You don't know nothing about basketball, King. Stop it. So anyway,
we already blacklisted. We already blacklisted.
King don't even know about using his left hand. It's offhand. You still. He's still protecting the ball with his ass. Man. So,
I remember the Harlem Globetrotters when they first started.
I'm gonna be. You remember what?
The Harlem Globetrotters.
Exactly. He's talking about the fucking Harlem Globetrotters. playing against the goddamn whatever.
Washington Generals.
So his point was with Houston is they got bounced in the first round.
They got bounced in the first. So Houston, they won the second most games in the West, and then they got bounced in the first round.
I changed it. Glasses.
The second and the third seed.
East.
The second and the third seed lost in the first round in the West. That's how hard it is to get out of the West. Denver went to
the third seed, lost on the East too. The first
lost to Golden State, and what else they lost to?
They lost to Golden State one, and then the Lakers lost to
Timberwolves.
To the Timberwolves.
Those wasn't regular like 8 and 7 seeds.
That's my point. It ain't no regular 8 and 7 seeds in the West.
But
who gonna be regular?
So
they coming back next year.
But the West was decided by 3 games. Decided like fucking 5 places. Was decided by 1 game
in the West, right?
But I don't think that's the point. Like, exactly. I think coaches having a conversation about where superstars at or better teams, and I'm telling him, you still got to win games and you still need a team.
Hey, right? Trap, you muted.
Miami wouldn't help. Wouldn't help KD get through.
Help at all.
No, I agree with you.
They're not going to be.
No, they wouldn't have been
500 with that team.
Yeah,
the team is bad.
They need to build
They're
more
going to
around
finish 500 with KD. If KD's healthy for the whole season,
you can't.
He never did that by himself.
Yeah, you can't play.
And then if KD is semi healthy for the whole season. In the East, all you got to really do is get in the playoffs, especially next year, dude. We're gonna have Boston without their best player. We're gonna have Pacers without their best player. We're gonna have Milwaukee Bucks without their second best player.
Did we get to 60 yet? Because coach is going crazy.
Y'all niggas don't know what y'all talking about. Like it's hurting my feelings.
All them superstars you talk about, none of them people went to the finals because that ain't what basketball is about. LeBron's team as a superstar is not Luka's team.
Of course, you're not gonna go to the finals, bro.
Listen?
How would Milwaukee Bucks? No, man. I hate when you look, dude. Look, I will listen to you if this shit was about some rap. But Lou, like you talk about nonsense, bro. Like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Let me listen to Josh Glasses. Go ahead. Let me let you get it out. Go.
You take a 52-win team. Never mind.
Go, man, go. All right, my fault. Because no, Glasses say I'm
go
fucking.
Ahead, Coach. Hey, go ahead, Glasses. I'm listening to.
He said I'm too damn cynical. So I'm trying to work on that shit. It's just in my nature, but
it's East though. I say.
All right, go.
He will have a hard time.
I'm not getting into a conversation. I'm not arguing with Coach about whose conference is hard. I think all conferences are hard at this point in the NBA because you have to win to get to the final.
I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk in the East.
It's not going to be easy.
But it's going to be easier than the West.
No, it's not going to be easier because you have to have a team. The team is important. Houston has the best assets. They have 2 great defensive players in Tari Eason and the twin.
Houston got the second best chance to go to the NBA Finals.
They're deep. They have a great team. You fix a simple problem with their offense, the inefficiency of their offense. So now you have a full team.
Okay, so and I'm glad you said this, G.
Who did Orlando get again? I see what Killer Kev said in the chat.
Orlando finna be good, but I don't think that's going to
Orlando is going to be good. But okay, so G, I'm glad you're saying all this kind of stuff because we need it on record now, on air. So you got the Houston Rockets going to the finals, and we got to bet on that. We got a burrito bet on that.
No, we don't.
Why not?
You they would be
you starting a year early?
Well,
we already got bets out right now.
So I told you they would be better than 52 games this year. Kevin Durant.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a fair.
So what you put them at 60?
Take that one.
I'm just saying better than 52 games, whatever it is.
So it could be 53, it could be 53, 54, whatever like that.
But I'm saying you said they're gonna be better.
Yes, they're gonna be better than 52 games.
They're gonna be better than 52 games. Yeah. But you also said that they just got significantly better with Kevin Durant. Yeah. So give me.
Can I take a breather on that?
Say they make in the Western Conference Finals.
Durant
at least. They make it to the Western Conference Finals.
But Coach, that's not. You're saying significantly.
Durant's a vampire.
I bet you they got out the first round.
Look at this. That's ridiculous. I bet you they got out the first round. So Kevin Durant went to the Houston Rockets to get out the first round.
No, he went to the Houston Rockets to get the best team around him.
The best team that's gonna have the hardest road.
It's okay if you have a good team. If you have
it's not okay if you're going against all the rest of the good teams.
But the teams ain't that good if they're not getting there. That means you have a chance because
that's how hard it is to get there.
No, there was coach. There was only one good team in the West. Really, that was one good team in the West.
Was it now?
Yeah.
Was it now?
Everybody else was in the back group.
It's only one good team in the West.
That was OKC.
Okay, right. I got you. He might.
The other ones was back in the
group. You talk about a separation of 18.
I like that. I like that you agreeing with King on basketball.
I don't agree with that.
It sounds crazy, but it's
Minnesota was a crazy team.
Games. It's 18 games.
So King and Glasses are on the same farm.
Just think about it. Think about what he's saying. It's 18 teams. It's 18 teams. I mean, it's 18 games away from the second team and every other team.
Okay.
16 to 18 games.
So let me ask you a question then, Glasses.
Sure.
Because we got some bets out there, Trap. I don't know if you're trying to get it, some of this because I'm taking all y'all birds.
Nah.
I told him the
That's not
Bucks
crazy,
was going to be
actually.
just as good without Dame Lillard in the regular season. They're going to finish fifth. They're going to finish fifth. Really, you should be betting on games, but that's fine. We'll bet on place. Fifth, because it is the East. I told him the Celtics, even though they lost Tatum because of their system and their coaching and the players that's left, they'll still finish in the top 3.
I can see that.
The Celtics still gonna finish in the top 3.
How far they were going to playoffs is different because that's when it really matters. But they're going to win a lot of regular season games.
So Trap. So I'm asking
Trap.
you again. I'm asking you again. You think that the East is going to be as hard as the West, even though Tatum is done
Now-
for the Celtics,
Now,
even though
when you,
Damian Lillard is done for Milwaukee Bucks. What's his face? Halliburton is done for the Indiana Pacers. But you think it's going to be as strong as the West?
You're not listen.
Hold on, I'm asking Trap.
I'm not just looking at it towards. All right, so because you're right as far as the injuries go. So yeah, next season might be scratched off the board. But once everybody come back to be healthy, though, the East gonna be strong. The East gonna be strong.
Season, Trap. This is what I'm talking
Even-
about.
Next
I'm talking about
year,
next,
27.
But the
talking
problem
about next
is,
season.
the problem is the team around Kevin Durant. Like it
I
don't
agree.
matter that you over here, you're a superstar and it ain't no other superstars. Nigga, you don't have the team.
So coming back next season, this is the team that's coming back healthy from the East.
Playoffs without having a good team.
This is the team coming back healthy from the East.
Oh, you talking about Phoenix?
It's the
Yes.
team that's coming back healthy
With
from
two
the
other
East
good players,
are New York Knicks
max players.
and the Cavs. And who in their right mind will be scared of the Cavs of what they seen from this year? I'm not saying the Cavs not gonna be good next year. They
But I
probably
think-
be great
but I
during the
think-
regular
but I
season.
think- but
But
with
apparently
Miami-
they're not a great
Yeah, but
postseason team.
Cavs
But
projected to be the
If
third best
if
team next
Kevin
year.
Durant go to the Miami Heat and put Bam and
They won
Tyler
30
Hero around
They
them,
won 36 games. It's not gonna
and they
happen.
made it to the play-in. So now you win.
They were 37 games. They 37
Okay,
wins.
so
You
how
think
many
Durant can bring
wins?
them
How many
20,
wins does
huh?
KD bring them now? How many more wins would a KD did that make them in the East?
About
Maybe
11.
three.
KD bring about
So you think
12.
it's about 11 wins?
No, because he
So
don't
you
play.
think
Hold on, he
that
don't-
give
he
them
don't-
48
he don't-
wins then?
He don't play make, dog.
48
not-
wins.
he
You think
doesn't-
that
I
KD
think
can change it
Durant
up?
could bring
Now
about
King
10
may be
games.
talking some sense here. Hold up,
I
King
think
may be
Durant
come
can
back.
bring
Why
about
would a
10,
score
11
bring
games.
somebody 11 wins if you don't play make? Playmaking is how you win games, not through scoring.
Okay.
Playmakers win games. Scorers win championships.
But
They can
Durant could
finish.
do plays. He's a playmaker.
But Durant makes it easier for you to play make.
Yeah, he's
Like
a
he opened
playmaker.
up the floor for Mike Miller. He opened up the floor for Bam Adebayo to do what he does.
Not really, because he's at a
I
different
guess
place.
not
in
really.
the-
Not in Miami
It's
though.
not
He
really.
can't do that
Yeah,
in Miami.
It's like he
He
does
could
it.
do
Okay.
that
I
in
think a lot
Houston.
of credit. I think
Can't
a
do
lot
it.
of credit went to him because of what Russell Westbrook was doing when he started his career. He's been surrounded by really great playmakers.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he's overrated again.
Thank
No.
you.
So now you back to
Thank you.
King point. He's
Thank
overrated
you.
now.
Thank
So
you.
what, he's
He's
overrated?
Thank
never
you.
been regarded as a
Trap.
playmaker.
I'm not.
all this overrated shit y'all giving the people is
I didn't say
crazy.
he was a playmaker. I didn't say he was a playmaker.
Do y'all know
All this overrated shit y'all doing to people is crazy though.
all three of the mics going to one feed? So when y'all scream, it just sounds like a class.
Oh,
I didn't say he was a playmaker.
So I'm saying he's probably not good for 11 wins as a scorer. That's not to say he's not a great player and it matters when he matters. But my question to you is, if you're not going to take a team that won 37 games and go through these, I don't care how many superstars is out there, because it ain't a superstar thing. Right now, the two teams in the championship really didn't have superstars, like based off old school superstar ideas. Like it was OKC and the Pacers. It wasn't no big cities. It wasn't no big leagues. It wasn't that. So to me, if you at this point in your career, you try to get the best basketball players around you.
Okay, man, fuck the bullshit. So they got KD. So yes, say that they make it to the Western Conference. Just put a bet on that. They make it to the Western Conference Finals.
I'm telling you.
I'm saying because
can't bet on
all
other
the shit you're saying, all the shit you just said is basically you're saying that
No, I'm
he
telling
went
you,
to
he
the
still
better
gotta-
team.
He still got to beat Dallas. He still got to beat Dallas.
This is my motherfucking point, Glasses.
Yeah, but he
That's my
has
point.
But he has a team to beat Dallas.
Okay, so
You're assuming he's gonna
because he
win
got the
with
team
my-
to beat it.
Hold
Then
on.
put your
No.
then let's bet on it.
But listen, Coach,
Oh my god.
the problem is with Miami, he doesn't have the team.
Okay, that's cool, bro. That's great. But now that he got the team,
So then,
so he go. So
he-
your
he'll
bet is
make-
he make it to the second round, is what you said.
because he's going to make Houston better.
Okay, he is gonna, dude. I agree with you. He's gonna make Houston better.
So then
my
at that-
problem is the stuff he got to get through in the West to get to where he needs.
But now he has personnel to
Okay,
try.
so now bet it.
I am.
Now bet it.
I bet he'll win more than 52 games than they won this year, and I bet you they go further than they went this year.
The second fucking round, nigga, they got to put out in the first round.
That's
Bet
fine.
something real. Bet something that they get to the Western Conference Finals.
Easy bet.
That's a bet. 50. They're gonna get past the first round, and they're gonna win more than.
This nigga is saying past the first round is crazy. Like let's bet, like let's say to the Western Conference Finals.
You still got to play other teams.
Yeah, I know, in the West, huh? They got to still play them Western Conference teams. You can start naming them Mavericks.
Yeah, but if let's say if you play Miami, you still would have to beat the Cavs. You still would have to beat whatever teams is there.
Exactly, nigga. Nigga stopped at the Cavs because he couldn't think of nobody else.
That's not
the Cavs and then who else after that? The Knicks and then maybe
but you act like he's
Jason Tatumless Boston Celtics.
But you act like he's going to beat Jason Tatumless Celtics. It's not just one player that makes it work, coach. And he wouldn't have
the nigga personnel. Almost beat the Celtics without Kyrie.
What are you talking about? That was,
the Milwaukee Bucks without Kyrie.
In a different time in his career with James Harden there, it's different. It's not going to be
I don't know if that was James Harden or not. That didn't look like James Harden. You know, James Harden is not a Game 7 performer. We all know this.
I understand that totally, coach, but for sure you don't want to go play with Miami where they're struggling to win games.
They're struggling to win games. Then you come on
against the East.
So you bring KD onto that team. I don't think he brings them 11 more wins, but he at least brings them 6 more wins.
I don't even
that
know
puts them square in the playoffs.
I don't know if this version of Kevin Durant brings them 6 more wins, like with that team. Because it's not like it's a.
You talk about Miami or Houston?
Because what happens with Miami, right? What happens with Miami is, first off, they don't have a good point guard. They don't have anywhere near a good point guard. So they don't have a playmaker. It's going to be all defense. They don't even have a Van Fleet. Like I'm saying to you, coach, the personnel in Houston is superior.
Nigga, you won't even take this personnel that he got in Houston and say they make it to the Western Conference Final.
I'm not gonna say that for no team. I wouldn't say that. I would bet you the Lakers.
You have said it about team. We had a bet on the Knicks.
Yeah, but that's one team, and it was a long shot.
You just got finished, nigga. To take this long shot, even though
give me the odds.
Even though that they make it to the Western.
Sure.
So this team that you said just got significantly better with KD and got this great team around them.
Yes.
You want odds? I give you 2-1.
No.
I give you 2-1, man.
To the Western Conference Finals.
I give because you know the Western Conference is fucking deep and it's dangerous out there.
I think I would bet you the same thing for I would bet the same thing for the Cavs. I want 4-1. I'd bet the same thing on every team. I'll give you 4-1. The Lakers don't make it to the Western Conference Finals.
No.
Because it's you talking about a long
come on, bro.
season, coach.
You just talking, Glasses. You just talking.
How? If I would bet you, I would bet you that with every team except one team.
Who? What's the one team?
The only one team I would bet that I wouldn't give you that type of odds on is Oklahoma.
You just talking, Glasses. Like you just said a whole bunch of stuff, and then you made my point.
I'm telling you how.
My point is he went to a team in the West.
Coach, stop saying the West. He went to a team with better person. It don't matter. He could have went to any team on the East, and he's not going nowhere.
Yes, it does. You know that does matter, Glasses. That does matter. It does matter if you go to a team with better personnel, but it's going to be harder to get out of that situation. You will only bet past the second round. I mean, you won't even pass the second round.
I'm not going to bet
the third round. Let's say they get to.
That's the Western Conference Finals.
I know. Let's go to the Western Conference Finals.
You're not making a point by saying they're not going to go super far. I'm telling you, I wouldn't bet that with Miami. I wouldn't bet that with nobody. This team has.
Guess who would bet it with Miami? Me. Because I think it would have been because my reasoning is to say that he's going to go there and it's going to be a clearer path to get to where he gets to. It is.
You keep thinking.
So is it a clearer path in the West then?
There's no clear path.
So
okay. There's no clear paths. You have to have the better team. Like when LeBron was going to the East that y'all thought was weak because there was nobody else. He had the best team. He wouldn't have the best team in Miami. I could see if he was trying to go to Cleveland. Yeah, I'd be like, go there. You get the best personnel.
The path is so much clearer that you're making bets that the Boston Celtics without Jason Tatum is going to finish third in the East. You're saying that the Milwaukee Bucks without Damian Lillard is going to finish still with 52 wins. We say 52 wins?
He said fifth.
52 wins.
They're going to be in fifth place.
I think they have 52 wins. Or what'd you say?
Fifth seed.
Okay, fifth seed. This is how easy it is to be a seed in the East. So where you're making those bets. If the Boston Celtics were in the West, you would not be making that third. You would not making that bet.
Coach, I'm telling you this because one,
you wouldn't be making that bet.
The Joker is going to be top 4 seeds on the West this year. I can tell you the Nuggets are too. Because of what's happening there.
The Joker has a better team than the Milwaukee Bucks.
They don't have a player that's nowhere near in the same vicinity.
Of who?
As Giannis.
So
Their best player don't play no defense.
So Joker is not in the same position as
because one guy
I
plays
disagree.
both ways with Big
I
O.
disagree. I think that Giannis is better, but I think that Joker is in the same circumference, and then his starting five around him is better.
But it won't matter.
They don't have a Jamal Murray on the Milwaukee Bucks whatsoever.
Totally
his Jamal Murray is hurt.
Totally agree.
And
but
they don't even have a Porter Jr. They don't have an Aaron Gordon.
But the Nuggets would finish top 5 without Jamal Murray because of Jamal.
Okay, so we can't make that bet because that's not available.
Well, then let's bet that they will win more than 52 games and they're gonna go to the second round. That's better than this year.
This nigga said that.
They didn't go get. That means they got to stay healthy. They did not go get. They got to stay healthy a whole season. A lot of things got to happen for that bet to work.
Do you understand how ridiculous that bet sounds? You're telling me that they're going to do. So Kevin Durant is worth one more win because they made it. They went to 7 games in the first round. So you're telling me they got Kevin Durant to win one more game?
I'm telling you,
they're going to win the same amount of. You want me to bet you they're going to win the same amount of games this season?
They got Kevin
as
Durant
last season, and then they're going to make it to the second round. That's what you're trying to bet.
Durant to make them a better team, and they are.
But you one game better. That's what you just bet me. You bet me they're going to be one game better.
I'm telling you, instead of trying to assume how many games based off a whole season where somebody can get hurt and things could happen, I think it's a fair bet. It's a long season, and I'm betting you head up. That's a great bet.
No, man, it's not a great bet. You're betting one game. You're betting them. You're betting they're going to be one
across 82 games, coach.
Okay.
Across 82
that they're going to be one game better.
No energy.
That they're going to be one game better.
No nothing. Everything has to go right.
Gee, you're betting me that they're going to be one game better.
Yes.
So you're exactly. I'm not about to bet you they got Kevin Durant
because we're betting
one game better.
Because we're betting before they play a preseason game.
No, dude. That's
understand? Part of the bet.
Do you understand how insane this bet sound? Hey, so look, they just picked up Kevin Durant. They got rid of an inconsistent scorer.
I bet you LeBron,
and Dylan Brooks,
and
they got Kevin Durant. They're gonna be one game better next year. Well, put a bet on that.
I bet you LeBron and Luka
don't make sense.
Don't be one game better than they were this year. That's another bet I give you since you
said LeBron and okay. Well, let me see what they do with their team now.
Why?
Because I gotta see what they do with their team. We got to see what Houston Rockets did with their team. Let me see. I'll take that bet after the offseason.
No matter what they do.
After the offseason,
I bet you what they do, and I'm gonna show you how to bet.
Let me see what they do with their team first.
You need to
scared.
Let me see. No, I'm not scared. Glasses be trying to get you into these ridiculous ass bets. No, Glasses be trying to get you into ridiculous ass bets. You know, he's trying to get you into ridiculous ass bet. He don't want to take no fair bets. He only want 10-1 odds. Give me 10-1 that they win one more game than they won last year with Durant.
I gave you
KD's a vampire.
I gave you a head up bet. That means Giannis has to last all season, so they have to finish 5th seed or better. That's a bet in your favor, coach.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That might have been the Boston Celtics bet might have been the worst bet I ever seen you take.
I understand.
Finally,
I understand why you think it's the worst bet.
It's a bad bet.
You don't understand why I'm betting that. Because
I don't think you understand why you're doing it.
I do, because I believe in what the Celtics do with the system, and I understand what they do defensively, and that's how they win games. Okay. You keep worrying about they score. I know
I'm not worried about their score. I'm worried about when their best player on their team is not there.
Yeah, but that's just that's all marketing. I'm talking about marketing. Yeah, because the best player, all that best player shit don't matter.
The worst thing that Glasses ever did was, that boy marketing.
I thought Jaylen Brown was the best player.
I mean, you said James Brown?
Jaylen Brown.
King said James Brown. King think James. No, he said James Brown. King think James Brown on the Celtics.
The point I'm saying to
you, Coach, is
you keep thinking somebody is the best player and all that, all of those types and ideas. That's not how they win.
All those types and ideas.
Yeah, because best player don't mean nothing.
They don't mean nothing. Don't mean so
because the MVP.
Wait, hold on. So best players don't mean nothing, but Giannis being the best player on the Milwaukee Bucks is gonna take him to
because he's a fucking MVP and a defensive player of the year.
Is he their best player?
It's not.
But it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing.
But he's done it before, Coach.
It don't mean nothing. What did that mean?
I'm telling you, he's the best offensive player and he's the best defensive player.
But he's their best player.
That's not.
That's what you just said, nigga.
That's not what I said.
Okay, no, I'm not about to do that.
That's what you said.
That's what you said, dude. You said his best player don't mean nothing. That's a marketing strategy. They best player.
Because they went through
defense. So I guess Giannis is not their best player.
And Tatum is not
their best player. Giannis is not their best player.
I mean, if you don't want me to talk, you just want to talk, I'll just shut the fuck up.
Nigga, you talk more than me, nigga. What are you talking about? Okay.
But I'm asking
not about this. Not about this.
But I'm saying
not about this.
But if I'm saying something,
not about this.
Is Tatum the best defensive player on the team?
No.
Well, you make me mad.
No.
So then what are you talking about?
I don't give a fuck if you get mad. Nigga, what the fuck do that mean to me? What the fuck you talking about?
Bruh.
Nigga said before you make me mad. What that mean?
Because I'm about to start raising my voice to have this conversation.
Okay, so what? Raise it, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, let's wrap this up.
Huh? What?
Let's
Trap?
wrap this up, man. Let's wrap this up, man.
Trap,
No, this
Not
nigga
the
Glass is
question.
talking crazy, man.
How is
Like,
it crazy?
he talking
Trap
crazy.
top
You
blow the
talking crazy,
whistle.
bro.
You
You
just
talking crazy,
over-talking
bro.
me.
No.
Who is the
I'm
best
not.
defensive player on their team,
Okay,
coach?
so, hey, Glasses.
Who is the best
Stop.
defensive player on their team, coach?
Okay, no. Because, dude, you have a problem with that, bro. So, number one.
My problem is, coach, if I'm
okay, so
making
am I
a
talking?
point.
Was I talking right now?
Yes.
Because you do that shit all the time. And
What
then
am
get
I
mad when
doing?
niggas do that. You over-talk a nigga and then get mad when they do it to you.
Who is the best
You
defensive
talking
player?
now while I'm talking.
Who is the
You
best
talk.
defensive
I was just
player?
talking. Here you come.
Because
You
I'm
do that, Glasses.
on his line.
So
You
stop.
do that,
Stop
Glasses.
talking about it.
I'm asking
Then
you,
I
who
don't
is the best
understand.
defensive player on the team?
We done. Wrap
On
it
what
up.
team? On what Boston team?
Wrap it up.
Who is the best defensive
Horford.
player on the Celtics?
Jaylen Brown.
Horford.
Nah.
I say Horford.
No, what's that one
Yeah.
boy?
The best defensive player on their team is their point guard.
Yeah.
That
White. You saying White? You saying
White?
White?
Could be, actually, White could be their best defensive player. It's out of White or it's out of
I can't think of his name.
Horford.
What's little dark Drew Holiday or Drew Holiday?
Oh,
It's
Drew
either
Holiday.
White
I'm bugging Drew Holiday. Yeah.
Jaylen Brown is Jason Tatum is probably number 4.
5.
Who's 4?
Everybody.
See,
Horford.
look at that. The guys just be talking
Probably
crazy shit.
Horford. I'll probably go Horford. Old Horford.
Oh,
He just old though.
Jason Tatum.
Probably
All right, cool.
right now.
All right, that's good.
But the point, so my bet on that particular team is rooted in that. That's what I'm betting on, coach.
Okay.
I'm not worried about who the best player or that marketing is. I'm telling you how they win games. That's my bet. That's how I'm going to win the bet. They didn't lose Drew Holiday.
You're gonna lose the
They
bet,
didn't
Glasses.
lose. They're not going to lose Drew Holiday. They're not going to lose. I'm betting they're not going to lose Drew Holiday. They're not going to lose Derek White. They're not going to lose Jaylen Brown. That's why they'll win and finish in 3rd seed.
All right, cool.
That's my bet.
That's straight. And you're gonna lose it.
Coach, you want some of this trap?
Nope.
All right.
Oh, Trap.
Nope.
You don't want none?
Why you
Nope.
say no so fast?
You taking them bets, man.
Yeah, it's a simple bet. So that's what we betting on.
So Trap, you think the Boston Celtics gonna finish in the 3rd seed next year? With
No.
Jason Tatum?
No.
Okay, telling you, man, he giving out burritos, bro.
Yeah, all you gotta
He
do is
giving
take
out
it.
easy money.
All you gotta do
I
is
don't
take
even
it.
like saying giving out. I'm gonna stop saying burritos. I'm gonna start calling it money because this sounds crazy.
Giving out burritos is crazy.
All y'all gotta do
Put
is
some
take it.
hot sauce on my burrito.
All
Yo,
you gotta do is take it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
All you got to do is take it. Sound crazy too.
All you gotta
I'm
do
not
is take
taking
it. Take the bet.
All
We need 5 more.
Take the bet.
You said what?
We need 5 more.
5 more what?
That's what we out at 60, right? We need 5 more.
We got 55.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get these 5 more likes, man, before Glasses making me unalive myself on air.
How the hell you go?
Sure, we might get 5 then.
Coach, you lying about why I'm taking bets. I'm telling you why I'm taking the
I'm
bet.
not lying.
How?
I'm not. What did I lie about?
You said that you're saying because they lost their best player, and you feel like that's why it's a sucker bet. I'm explaining to you that their best player is not the best player how they win games. They win games through defense. That's why I'm betting.
What?
That's it.
How that line about why you're taking the bet?
Because
you
said,
have your own reason why you're taking the bet.
I'm just clarifying. That's it.
Okay, but that
wasn't
don't mean I'm lying about it. That mean that I'm telling you the reason why I'm taking the bet. Ain't got nothing to do with you.
No. So then you said because without the best player. So I'm telling Trap the same thing. Same thing with Giannis. It's not about best player. It's about the key to their identity as a team. That's how they win games. If Tatum was the best defensive player, I'll be with you. I'll be scared. I'll be like, I ain't betting that. Tatum not their best defensive player. Giannis is the best offensive player. He's the MVP and the defensive player of the year on the Bucks. He's the centerpiece to both sides of the ball. Tatum is the centerpiece to a very lackluster offense.
Hey,
even though it's rated high.
How many games did the Knicks blow out the Boston Celtics in that series?
Blow them out.
What game did the Knicks really beat Boston Celtics handily? What game was it?
They was whooping on them the whole series, wasn't it?
The Knicks was whooping the Boston Celtics every series.
I mean, they beat
Celtics
them.
was killing them all games, and then they'll lose at the end and shit.
Yeah.
So what happened in Game 7?
I forgot what happened in Game 7. Tell me.
The Knicks. That was the most. That was their best victory.
That didn't go to Game 7, did it?
I thought
game
it
whatever.
six.
Game 6. Well, Game 6. Game 6.
Yeah.
What happened in Game 6? Yeah, it went to Game 6. What happened in Game 6?
I don't remember.
The Knicks. I'm not gonna say beat their ass. The Celtics started off kind of strong, but then the Knicks just took. It was the easiest win of the series for the Knicks.
Sure.
Because they didn't have Jason Tatum.
Not disagreeing.
So you think that they're gonna go through a whole season without Jason Tatum and not feel not feel it at all?
Well, I think
They're gonna be the same team.
I think in the playoffs is different, right? I think you have a half court set. If we was betting, are they gonna finish in the same place? If they're gonna make it to the second round, these are different bets. But I think in the regular season, it's different than the playoffs. I think they're gonna win a lot of regular season games. I think they're gonna do way better than you think because they could really defend still. They could defend. They'll probably defend a little bit better without Tatum.
Hey,
So when they had the games where they do need offense, you know what I mean, then we'll talk about it. But it's not gonna be a ton of regular season games where that's a thing.
Hey,
they might look a little bit better than you give them credit for, honestly.
So I'm gonna say this right now. I'm just throwing this out here because somebody asked me what my gambling record is. It's good. Like,
so ask what your gambling record is.
For King being here, bringing up this false narrative like Glasses went on the bets. Glasses just lost a gang of bets in a row to me, and then trap two.
I didn't say nothing, Coach.
So who won more bets?
2 in a row. You. Okay. You, so but not by a lot. You act like you just. You act like you was like 10.
How would I lose a gang of bets?
You lost the last 2 in a row. And okay, so I'm just saying if we go over all our bets in time, it's not like it's 50-2. Trap is 0-1. I mean, hey, Trap about to be 0-5.
Trap.
I mean, Don is 0 whatever.
Hold on, Coach. Coach. Trap. This is like Jim Jones.
I'm gonna be full. All
this is like Jim Jones and Nas with the accolades. Well, I beat you more than this many times.
Hey, when it comes
the numbers is wrong.
Come to bets, Glasses is not Nas. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Glasses is probably up on you when it comes to bets.
Glasses, yeah, I'm saying you might be up like 1 or 2 because I really bet.
No, you don't.
You run around here. If me and Glasses would never have no bets. If this nigga didn't come in here and try to finagle me all the goddamn time.
Tell me one bet I tried to finagle you.
Oh, them all. Nigga, you trying to, right now, you trying to give me the bet to tell me that Kevin Durant made the Houston Rockets 1 game better, and you trying to get a bet on this shit.
It's 82 games, Coach.
What the fuck did that mean?
1 game. That means people have to say
so they're going to be 1 game better.
There's a million things of gambling that makes it a gamble. I could see if we're talking about towards the end of the season, we're talking about before they play 1 game, before we see if MA and KD get along. It's a million things that got to happen to make that work. It's not a crazy bet to bet it straight up. In theory, you should be giving me odds on that bet.
That sounds ridiculous.
You have to last the whole time. Unless the bet is off if you get hurt. Okay, I'll give you the bet. As long as you get hurt, then it ain't no bet.
This nigga, he give himself some better odds now. He gonna try to give me a bet with some better odds for himself. He gonna make a escape plan in the bet now, and he think that's better. That's how he do bets.
If you just buy you a burrito, just tell me because
that's how he do bets. I don't have to ask you to buy me a burrito because you already been having to do it.
I mean,
so why would I ask you to do that?
I understand, but that's just how I'm popping it.
I'm not about
paying more than just playoff. But that's not the point. What I'm telling you is, if you talking about they got to play 82 games, coach, and that's a bad bet, that's disingenuous. That means he had to be healthy. That means the relationship with him and Emma got to work. He got to fit in his team. It's 1,000 things that got to happen. Okay. That's not a bad bet to say he's going to win more games or go to the second round. This is we ain't even started the next season.
This is a bad bet.
How is that a bad bet?
You cannot come to me,
coach.
And
I will
say,
give you the same bet.
You cannot.
I will give you the same bet.
You cannot come.
That's
to
how
me.
much of it's not.
You
a bad
cannot
bet.
come to me. You cannot. Is my turn to talk now, or are you gonna still talk? All right. You cannot come to me. You cannot come to somebody and say, hey, they got Kevin Durant and it makes them a much better team. And then you're going to say they're going to win 1 more game now. Now they're going to win 1 more game.
I said that's what I would bet.
That's what you're trying to bet me.
Hey, Glasses, I'll bet your burritos they don't win 53 games.
Then you try to make then I'll give you the same bet.
Hey, I bet you they don't win 53 games.
Give you the same bet.
What
same bet I'm asking you to take. I'll show you how fair it is. I'll give you the same bet.
Okay, I'm saying
they got to win more than 52 games and go to the second round with Kevin Durant.
And you're going to give me the same bet
that you was going to give me.
I don't want that bet. That don't make sense. This is you the one saying this. You the one
telling you that's how good of a bet it is that I will give it to you because it's just gambling.
Glasses like to say, "Oh, you popping it, coach. You popping it." So now he ain't never stand on no bet in his life.
I'm standing on.
You ain't never stand on bet.
I'm telling you,
a 1 game improvement is not standing on no bet. Glasses.
How is it? If I'm saying it's going to make them better, I didn't say it was going to make them a championship team. I didn't tell you it was going to make them a Western Conference Finals team. I didn't tell you nothing.
Glasses, way to go on the limb. Way to go on the limb, Glasses. They gonna win 1 more game.
I mean, I give you the same bet. They got to last. You got to last 82 games. You got to be in the playoffs.
When I make bets, I make real bets. I don't come out here. Hey man, hey, they just got Kobe.
So you think that's
LeBron,
a real bet?
The Bulls just got Kobe. They with Michael. They gonna win 1 more game.
That's a real bet.
That's not a bet.
Betting that they gonna finish in the top 5 without Dame, or it's a real bet they gonna finish in the top 3 without.
Well, nigga, I mean,
those are real bets, or
these might be the biggest sucker bet you ever made in your life. I had to jump on it. Like I had to all right. I guess I guess
So
you drinking today or something. I don't
So
know.
the Knicks bet is not a fair bet. No, which bet? Tell me one bad bet.
So the Knicks bet was a fair bet because I gave you odds. You
Because
I
they
didn't
had
give
to
you
win a
odds.
championship, and then I bet you every round of the playoffs, and I told you it was gonna happen for the playoff start that they was gonna beat the Celtics.
I gave you odds.
But it's not.
You act like I didn't give you
me
odds
to win a championship. I bet you every round of the playoffs. I bet you every team, and I told you when the Celtics.
Of course, you're gonna bet every round of the playoffs. You already had a bet with the Knicks. You already had the.
I still have to bet you every round.
Why wouldn't you at that point, nigga? If you took the Knicks to win the championship, and they ended, like, why would you not go bet every round at that point?
Because the point of odds makes it even. Right? Yeah. So that's the point.
And then let me ask you, how did that turn out for you? How did that turn out for you?
I'm up.
No, nigga, it turned out bad. Like, cause you, if you didn't take the odds, you would have been way up. Well, but you took that. You tried to go bet every. You tried to get greedy and shit.
No, I just gave you. Because I gambled you. That's what gambling is. The same bet you said I don't make is one. Finally, good job. I met every round.
Good job. Way to gamble one time. Way to gamble for your first time in your life.
Are you capping or are you serious? And I don't know if you entertaining or you dead serious.
I don't even. Is this entertaining, nigga? Like I'm not.
I'm just saying.
This is not entertaining to me. This is draining. Fair. This is making my head hurt.
Well, entertain for 3 more likes.
King back here, Geppetto.
Yeah, 3 more
That's
likes.
My point. So I think all my bets is fair.
No, they're not.
They are.
I'm gonna tell you they're not. They're not fair.
I don't know.
And it'd be funny because Glass would be thinking, am I entertaining Cap? What is he talking about? This nigga Glass is Sir Cap a lot. This nigga coming here just talking crazy all the goddamn time.
What's
and then
crazy
act like I'm capping. Nigga like, oh man, you know what? MJ overrated. So like he just come here saying crazy shit.
Why is that crazy?
Phil Jackson might be a little underrated, even though niggas think he the best coach of all time. And he, because he ran the goddamn triangle that Tex Winter brought to him, and he went to go do the shit. Like, what? Maybe Tex Winter's underrated. Maybe not Phil Jackson's not old.
Tex Winters don't coach, but I think his offense is underrated.
Okay, he don't coach.
But all I'm saying to you, coach, is simple, right? It's like I make all the bets that's fair. I don't know how much
to you
I get.
You make all the bets.
I know, because if that was fair to me, I could bet way smarter.
I'm not gonna take them.
I understand.
After I figured out how you get down.
Well, I mean,
I figured out you're finagler.
You never bet me anything that wasn't fair. Not one bet.
All right, y'all.
Odds.
No, what?
Every bet came.
He gave me 3-1 on the Lakers.
They was at the end.
I gave this nigga 7-1 on the Knicks.
He gave it to me at the beginning of the season. He gave it to me at the beginning of the season.
I gave this nigga 7-1.
They was 70 wins in.
I gave this nigga 7-1 on the Knicks, and this nigga gave me 3-1 on the Lakers. I give you 3-1. I think give me 4-1. Nah,
because they were 70 wins in, coach. You understand the difference, or you just like I'm saying, you don't get?
Are you just entertaining?
Yeah. Like you understand the difference. What is happening right now? Like way out here, you betting way down here.
What's going on? What's going on?
I was a little too quiet.
What's happening? What's happening? King?
No, the bet cuz was if the Knicks, I bet him this when the Knicks, I told him the Knicks was gonna beat the Celtics at the beginning of the season.
No, he did not. It was not the beginning of the season.
I told you they was gonna beat the Celtics at the beginning of the season.
It was not the beginning of the
20
season.
Games in.
It was not the beginning of the season. Knicks was already in like the 4th seed when we made this bet.
No, first off, no, they was not at the 4th seed. Right. And then I told you they was gonna beat the Celtics at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
I told you the Celtics.
The Celtics. The Knicks beating the Celtics. You did say at the beginning of the year. I give you that.
And then I told you that was my dark horse, and I would bet on my dark horse.
But when we made the bet for the odds of 7-1, they was already in 4th seed in the East.
It was 20 games, coach. That means everybody had to be healthy for 62 other games.
All right, bro. But they was already in the 4th seed.
What difference does that make?
I'm just saying. You act like they wasn't in the. I don't even know if it was 20. I can't remember the exact number.
Actually, it was 20 games.
I can't remember the exact number. I can't remember the exact number. I don't know.
It was at the beginning of the season.
I don't know if G's telling the truth on that, but I don't know. I don't want to say you lying, and I want to say if it's right. I'm not saying you could be telling the truth. I'm not saying you
I didn't bet you at the beginning of the season of that. You don't remember how far that was.
I told you bet me that the Knicks was going to beat the Celtics at the beginning of the season. You did say that. You bet that. I'm talking about
even my dark horse. I bet you. I said, give me these odds that they gonna win the championship. They're my dark horse team.
But it
was in the first half of the season.
Gee, I gave you odds probably like midway through the season.
It wasn't no midway.
I feel like it was midway through the season.
It wasn't.
But be honest,
the Lakers was at
check your ledger. Check your ledger.
I know. That's why I'm telling you why. I know when, but that's not the point. What I'm saying to you is, I only give you fair bets. I ain't never gave you a bad bet ever.
This how you know he giving out bad bets, because the nigga got a ledger. Like,
no,
he's
my
running
ledger
around
is because y'all gonna act like y'all don't remember.
Oh, that nigga got a little ledger and shit that he hide away and only pull out when he got a nigga soul on the line, and then scribble you in for these bad bets that he's making.
Tell me one bad bet I ever gave you. One.
You wouldn't even give me the Lakers 4-1.
Because I'm not
3-1.
I'm not. Why they're in the 2nd seed? Why would I bet you that? at 70 games in.
They was the third
60,
seed.
70 games
Oh,
in.
at the time it was the second seed. Yeah.
Yeah, so but why would I bet you that? Like, why would I give you 4-1 on the team?
And that's the crazy thing, because you bet me that you want to try to give me a bet that they wouldn't even finish in the second seed.
Yes.
Why they was in the second seed?
Yes.
So you already had in your mind that they wasn't really a second seed team in the West.
No, it's not why. I'm just telling you because a season is 82 games. It's a long season for somebody in year 22. That's what I bet.
Okay, so if you already got that in your mind, then why not give me 4-1?
Because that's winning a championship.
Because you know it's a bad bet.
No,
You like,
it's
oh,
not.
3-1. Even though in your own mind, you was like, it's a long season. This guy's in year 22.
Yeah, but it's not a long
I don't even
season.
think they're gonna finish second seed.
Coach, you're talking about 70 games in. It's different. You see the whole thing. I could make a lot of bets 3-1, 70 games
Coach.
in.
3-1 is crazy. What's up? You gonna kill me?
How
Yeah,
many?
61.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. All right, we had 61 left.
No Ceilings Live lunch hour. I will see y'all
Thank you guys.
Hey,
we
this is
see
why
y'all
you
Wednesday.
should watch 7 at 7 right here.
Wednesday in. Wednesday we up. Much love, y'all.